Where's the sound at, man?
Yes, sir.
You gotta turn me up, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Same shit. Yeah, listen. We back, y'all. It's the Kevin Tate Show. Y'all know what it is. Somebody turn me down in the headphones right quick. That's right. That's right. Get that mic check right. Get that mic check right. All right, let's turn that up a little bit. Where that sound at? Yeah, here we go, dawg. Yeah, pull me down. Get it right, y'all. Listen, Kevin Tate Show, Tuesday. I ain't playing, this ain't April fucking Fool's Day, nigga. White shirt with the black sleeves. I'm in this bitch smoking good leaves. Check it, wood floors but new carpet. I'm in this bitch, nigga, don't start it. Check it, and believe this, nigga, how we back. So if you trip, you get your fucking back cracked quick, bitch. And Holly and Robbie, she never left, dawg. So we in this bitch like the brat so deaf, dawg. Nigga, it's Kev Tate, I'm deaf. And all you motherfuckers stripping can catch this tap or catch this hell. Real nigga straight from the street. Kevin Tate in this bitch, I'm down for any beat. The fuck it's the West Coast, but I come from the mid. Motherfuckers from the West know exactly what it is, nigga. The East Coast to the West. Tell them this, Kevin Tate the fucking best, nigga. How we know? Cause he from the city too, we know how it go. We in this motherfucker getting our paper, we getting our dough.
And I got some
nigga,
flow.
I do this shit the whole song.
I can show you, though.
I can pass it to Howie and let him get his shit on.
Because all you fucking know is that the nigga is back and motherfucker on the mic now is ready to attack. Hey,
Yep.
From the south to the north, from
Yep.
the east to the west, I'm at my motherfucking best. When I grab this fucking mic, nigga, you know this shit is tight. What nigga, here you go, psych.
Yeah.
Bitch, what up, though? This is my time to get on the motherfucking shit. They kind of shine. With this motherfucking rhyme, it's right on time. I need to blunt my hand. And I do it like that. Motherfucking, hey, here we go. We back.
Listen, Kevin Tate
Hey,
Show,
we
nigga,
back.
we back, nigga. Kevin Tate Show, nigga, and we back, nigga. Best believe I came through with the new Cadillac, nigga.
No.
And if you
Hey,
get tripping,
hey,
how we'll break your
hey.
back, nigga. So listen,
Bow.
yo, Robbie is here, and we in this plan. Best believe we killing it, this shit. Check it, new studio, same flow. Motherfucker from the street, ask them, they know. So when the beat fade, nigga, I'm gone. Kevin Tate Show, dash ready, nigga, it's on. Peace. Ooh. Hey. Turn that up, we back. Oh, there we go.
We back.
My
Taking
head right,
it
get my
flat.
head in the screen and shit with my, hey, there we go, listen. We back, it's the motherfucking Kevin Tate Show with Howie Bell, Robbie Milan, we in the motherfucking building and
What
shit.
up?
It's been 1 week. It's been 1 week, man. How y'all been?
Blessed.
Blessed?
Yeah.
You look nice.
Thank you.
All right. Howie, what's up, dog?
What up, though?
Nothing, nigga. What you
Yeah,
been?
man,
Wait.
y'all all in this
Yeah, you see
beautiful
what's going on.
environment.
Welcome, Howie.
You know
Come
what
on,
I'm
man.
saying? This was going on since I left?
Yeah.
Y'all remodeling and
All
shit?
type of shit. I told you about the floors. They
Yeah,
sand it
I
now.
see what's happening.
They sand it now.
Yeah, all right.
Been up to, dog?
I'm loving what's happening, man. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, we've been trying to communicate with you. The
Got a
fucking
little
technical difficulties. and
hoarse
shit.
voice right now.
You finally clear, nigga. You been fuzzy for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The nigga been
We're live
fuzzy.
in full effect right now.
Yeah, dude, man. How you
Good,
been,
man.
though, You been
I'm
working
good.
shit?
Working, man, hanging out, man. Had a great time, man. I went to D.C., took my family. You know, hung out to Washington, D.C., went to the African American Museum.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's sweet. I
that
don't
is
know if
shit.
y'all
That's
ever been
black
there. Anybody ever been to the
African
African American Museum in Washington, D.C.? It's absolutely incredible, man. I couldn't get off the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, you know, that's where it starts. Where it goes from like slavery, you know, slavery time in the bottom to like, to the next step to like Jim Crow and and all that kind of stuff. It goes. Each level gets better.
All right.
So I couldn't get. It's like about 6 levels. It's
All
real
right.
big. It's huge.
All right.
It's huge, and I couldn't get off the bottom level, man, because there's so much to see. You know what I'm saying? So huge. You know what I'm saying?
Did
So
Did they have some artifacts
I'm a
too
kid.
from
Everything.
slavery and all that?
Everything.
So was you? So I thought. So that wasn't the homecoming.
Everything.
That wasn't the homecoming.
Now that wasn't the homecoming. That one, the homecoming just happened this past
Niggas
weekend.
started
That's my
smiling.
voice. That's why my voice is like this.
That nigga was doing
Yeah.
that. Hope.
Yeah, it was a whole nother
Nigga
level.
hopping, twisting my ankle. Niggas
Yeah.
always come back from the homecoming.
Hurt. Now I learned my lesson in the past years. I don't do that no more. But I hang out with the young boys. Yeah, I was out there kicking it, man. We tailgated. We had a good time at Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. But getting back to D.C., when you're in there in that African American Museum, you know what I'm saying? You start looking at, the longer you stay, you look at all those artifacts you're talking about.
Yeah.
They had like shackles for babies.
Wow.
So they had the little shackles like this little, that would connect. You know, that were like, yeah, absolutely. So, you know, and
How you gonna
different,
shackle up a baby?
yeah, to make sure that the baby understands like the beginnings of being shackled. And it was just like a lot of different. That's just one piece out of thousands of. But what I'm saying to you is, you know, you start looking at the white people in the museum like,
Who built you niggas built this?
yeah. What are y'all doing here? You know, it's just, you know, it's amazing, man. It's something to see. So if you're ever in Washington D.C., go check out the African American Museum.
Man, every time you come back, man, I know I can tell you them been in the city and shit by your freestyle and shit. You know, if he out here more than 2 weeks, he be on this. When he go to Detroit for a month, that nigga be like, "Yeah, motherfucker, tell him just like that. How we bailing this bitch."
Well, you know, actually, I ain't really been. I really haven't been in Detroit as much as I wanted to be. I've been kind of gone, man. And then went, like I said, went down south and went to Augusta, Georgia, did some shows too. Did that since I've been gone, so I've been kind of on the move. Yeah. So it's good to be back though with the fam, man. Yeah, well, you know, gotta pay the fucking bills some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Went back to slavery for about a month.
Went back to slavery. Went straight back to slavery.
Back from slavery.
Found myself and gave me.
Did it give you the chills? How
That
we
nigga
just
got.
You know what? It was
black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, and they're bringing it black.
I want to say
That's some good shit you
the
did,
chills,
though.
and some of it did give you chills because they had slavery houses and stuff we went into.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you the thing that made me mad
What made you mad?
was they have inscriptions all over the wall in like different parts of the museum, especially in the basement part, where in this particular area though, the inscriptions had like how much the slaves were worth.
Wow.
And who, like it would be like 13-year-old or so, $500. You know, Mary Ann, you know, works good in the field. And it'd be like have like different. It was like these are real like advertisements from literature back then, from like newspapers. You know, $400 for you know field guy who's real a buck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can work very hard, long hours. So they had these inscriptions everywhere.
Like the
that
breakdown.
made me mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just, you know, a lot of shit that people don't know, or if they know, they're in denial about it. You know, because there's a lot of deep history with black people in America, and just, you know, in this HBCU season, which is the reason why I got this on.
Yeah.
You know, I graduated from HBCU, so you know it's that season right now. Everybody got their homecomings going on right now and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, in this time of season, it ain't about Black History being in February. It's about it being kind of, you know, right now. You know what I'm saying? Really all the time.
Right.
You know, if you really want to know about it. So I kind of been on that trip. So.
Well, it's good to have you back, nigga. It's good to have you back, nigga. In 2019.
Now in reality.
It's popping, nigga. I don't know if we should go to break.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm upset.
Nah, man.
Good,
Back.
though.
Listen, we got a bunch of topics. We got a bunch of topics today. We're gonna chop down with my girl Robbie. We're gonna have Howie in here, got the opinion in the building, and not on the Skype. So we getting the Skype is under construction right now. We back. We got Howie in the building. We gonna have him here for a long time, right? You should be here for a little bit.
Oh man, we good. Man.
Listen, we got some dope topics. We got a dope guest today, y'all. It's the Kevin Tate Show. If you don't know, shit.
Now you know.
Peace. I was gonna say.
Look, all of a sudden, man, these niggas can't touch me. M.A.Easy, your bitch wanna fuck me. Police assholes tryna cuff me. I just want the head fuck love, bitch, trust me. Then watch me skirt off in the coupe like Zoom. 100 on the dash, might crash, go boom, yeah. She just fell in love, could the tunes, huh? She just fell in love, could the juice, huh? Yeah, she just fell in love, cause I'm icy, shiny. Everything on the nigga pricey, try me. Reaching for my shit, that's unlikely. Goons, yeah, they with me and they might take your life, see. So fuck these niggas talking about. We the only thing these bitches talking about, yeah. If they hatin', we gon' chalk them out. If it ain't about money, ho, we walking, oh yeah. So if it ain't guap, then we on the move. We know you are out, but we on to you. Fucking run and get mopped like we lost a broom. You niggas finished 14, you like we lost a spoon. Fuck no, can't love no hoe. Fuck no, can't love no hoe. I'm in love with this dough. Fuck no, can't love no hoe. Fuck no, can't love no hoe. I'm in love with this dough. I'm in love with this rolling. In love with this ice. In love with this Louis. In love with this life. So fuck no, can't love no hoe. Fuck no, can't love no hoe.
This is a petite Philippe. It's not a rollie. I could never fall in love with a hoe that's unloaded. Think she do for me, but I'm not in love with you. If you don't bust a move for me, I'ma get uncomfortable. We hit the road with her talents from God and got rich. Neff to P, my last name not a trick. Me to turn it up, so that's exactly what I did. She did a quick tour and came back with 20 G's. Show love to my mama and my son. They calling me a thug, I'm just a father with a gun. In LA, they gang bang in the bay, we turfed up. Everybody saying fade, I'ma tell a nigga done. One of my houses got a maid and you got roaches in your tub. All these bitches do is play you, they gon' play me in the club. Like Dre bought a 8 and poured 6 cause he finna have a son. I heard your nigga got stripped cause he didn't have his gun.
Fuck no, can't love no hoe. Fuck no, can't love no hoe. I'm in love with this dope. Fuck no, can't love no hoe. Fuck no, can't love no hoe. I'm in love. You a real bitch, light it up, light it up. You a real bitch, gon' light it up, light it up. It's your birthday, gon' light it up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up. Yeah, pass me the kush, we gon' light it up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, fingers up. Slide in my DM, you can hit me up, hit me up. She wanna be the one, she ain't the only one. I got a bop in the trap, got a bop on my lap. Yeah, bitch, I'm a dog, but I don't gotta chase the cat. They pull a wine mat, get the addy from they friends. I don't keep loose, changing on top loose ends. If a nigga won't beef, if a bitch won't beef, we put it on the grill, so that bitch to the street. She call me Young Beckham, cause a nigga go deep. I live by the beat, I'ma kill what I eat. Ay. If you a real bitch, light it up, light it up. If you a real bitch, gon' light it up, light it up. It's your birthday, gon' light it up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, light it up. I'm drunk and I'm throwing middle fingers up, light it up.
Flood my wrist with all type of bands. I've been busting all type of strands. Can you get your nigga wrist on flood as I can? Light it up, 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 light it up. I just been saucing the beans. Oh yes, I'ma do it again. I just now turned up my bitch, and she just been shopping this shit. Damn, I can't do nothing with Jesus, and I plan on dying like this. I had a bum in my tweezers, now they just notice I'm lit. 357 from my mom and them, I was one of the ones with Obama them. I play it safe with my commas now, y'all niggas worse than your mamas now. Ain't had to go to the pulpit, I got to sit with the government. I got a team up in Popeyes, even at the airport we mob tied. The Cartier frames are flooded, I look at the Billy Moose same with my mama. Lil' shawty, she bustin', lil' shawty gon' fuck her rich nigga pants off. Where's the chicken go right back to Popeyes, gotta get the Pedro. Light skin bitch with a dark side, but I never go fuck up with Beto. Turn it up, burn 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 it up. It's way too late. Just do it for the sake. It's way too late. To try going on a date. Took that pink one night. Now I got the blue diamond in my face. Gave her the keys to the house. Might as well go and get a code to the safe. Can't replace. Some Kardashian, my man. Shit. 100,000 in my hand. $500,000 to the chain gang, yeah, the can. Another $500,000 spread it on my hands. Man, it's great, but can you catch my sling? All I ever do is buy up all the beans. Fast cars get me through the traffic, Santa Spring. Paul Walker, this your Porsche got turbo in the wings. Tell me what you wanted, what you see when you was at. Tell me what you tripping about. You got carrots on your toes and your link in your spot. Rose gold mixed with white and you rock cinnamon now. I done made you take the diamonds off from Tiffany now. I done told you watch this planet, ain't no sympathy now. Gucci your neck, fuck what they been talking about. Spin the gafford on your ring, now I'm ready to bounce.
Iced out chain, yeah. Iced out rain, yeah. Foreign bitch with me, she do anything. Yeah, she like my diamonds, that bitch wanna give me brains. White diamonds on my wrist, bitches Gucci gang, yeah. Iced out chain, yeah. Iced out rain, yeah. Iced out chain, yeah. Iced out rain, yeah. Iced out chain, yeah. Iced out rain, yeah. Yeah, she like my diamonds, that bitch wanna give me brain, yeah. Iced out chain, iced out rain, yeah. I feel like Gucci Mane, diamonds, Aquafina rain. I could pay your bitch a trip, Maseratis at the crib. She just like the way I drill, only wear designer kicks. Hey, iced out chain, I'm a walking Brinks. tuck. If I bust, you better stay duck. Dropped on 9th grade, dropped it straight to the Milwaukee Bucks. Could've been in Harvard serving G's, but I don't give a fuck. I iced out chain, yeah. Iced out rain, yeah. Foreign bitch with me, she do anything. Yeah, she like my diamonds, that bitch wanna give me brain. What? Diamonds on my wrist, bitches Gucci gang, yeah. Iced out chain, yeah. Iced out rain, yeah. Iced out chain, yeah. Iced out rain, yeah. Iced out chain, yeah. Iced out rain, yeah. Yeah, she like my diamonds, that bitch wanna
Break the bank, bitch. I broke the bank, bitch. Broke the bank, bitch. Break the bank, bitch. Break the bank, bitch. I broke the bank. Break the bank, bitch. I broke the bank. Break the bank, bitch. Break the bank. Break the bank, bitch. Break the bank. Break the bank, bitch. I broke the bank. Break the bank. I broke the bank. Can't complain. I broke the bank. My little bitch, she bad as fucking told her shank. Don't this turbo sound good when it crank? $250,000 for a fucking fish tank. Hey, hitting it from behind and she said smack it. She the owner of a daycare, but she ratchet. The car drive itself when I say go gadget. Down for my niggas like Snoop C, Murder and Magic. Ha, riding with them yoppers, you can have it, man. I just picked up 50 bags out the baggage claim. None of my niggas ain't got a job like I'm Martin Payne. Trap nigga, that's a low down dirty shame. Ha, break the bank, bitch. I broke the bank, bitch. Broke the bank, bitch. Break the bank, bitch. Break the bank, bitch. I broke the bank. Break the bank, bitch. I broke the bank. Break the bank, bitch. Break the bank. Break the bank, bitch. Break the bank. Break the bank, bitch. I broke the bank. Break the bank.
Yo, DJ, drop that motherfucking track, man. DJ Dak in the building. It's the motherfucking Kevin T-Shape. We do this show a cappella. We get the beat ready. We get the sound right. I don't trip. It's my motherfucking night. Tuesday, it's a smooth way. How I cruise on this beat like it's the E-way. Nigga trip, cause I'm back and I won't dip. Sound came in smooth and the sound ain't needing up yet. Wait till we turn it up. I'm about to burn it up. And if you ain't never read a book, you better learn it up. Hurry up. Nigga, we only got 2 hours. I'm in this bitch and it's Mike. You know I'm about to devour. Cause listen, dawg, I'm a damn dog. And when I tell them this shit, I'm like a boss hog with a Dixien. Dawg, you best believe I'm believing. All you other motherfuckers tripping know that I'm leaving, but nah. Whew. I tell them just like that. I tell them this whole show without no hat. Listen, man, that's how the freestyle go. Louis say, talk to this camera, you know. So, whew, we won't pass the mic. Turn that shit up, Dak. How we take that shit.
Take
Listen.
it away. I'm to your left, homeboy, but I ain't going away. You know I'm here and I'm Howie Bell and everything is swell.
Hey.
Oh, this is the place that I dwell. And when I get on the mic, tell them jokes.
Hey.
Having them dudes laughing like them slow folks. Speeding them up, getting them on their thing because I'm bad as a motherfucker doing my thing. Hey, comedy is what I do and I love that shit. It's for me and your crew. Hey, we're making everybody laugh, having a ball, doing a thing for you and y'all. In my old school flow, yes, y'all. Woo-hoo. Take it to that ABCDF, y'all.
Hey. Yeah, just like that. Nigga got the
I left out
alphabet
the E.
just like that.
That's how I do it, B. And right back like that on the alphabet track.
Listen,
Daxter doing his thing over there with a wrinkled ass shirt. Nigga, he don't care. That nigga is smooth as hell on the tracks. Don't give a fuck about fashion just like that. Oh, back to Kevin Tate with them shoes. This nigga got the switch shit on. Do what you choose.
It's
a bad
only one
nigga
way, dog. I'm
international.
from the D-town. And when they see me believe, they getting real now. Listen,
Hey.
white ones with the burgundy stripes. I'm in this bitch. Let them know it's fucking Tuesday night. Dash radio, dog.
Dash
Yeah, all my
Radio.
verses. I'm in this bitch putting the charms down.
Vibration
Call it the
Studio.
curse. Fuck it. Woo. It's just like that with the music going down low. Fuck that, dog. I've been rapping to those, so cut that, man. Cut that shit.
Cut it.
I'm glad Howie didn't back on me. Shoot.
Yeah,
I'm about to go through everybody.
He
yeah.
backed
That's what
on
it is.
everybody.
Listen, man.
On this talk show format.
All day,
Listen,
DJ Dak. Listen, man, we back in the motherfucking building. It's the Kevin T-Shape show all day. Straight with my daughter, Howie Bell and Robbie Milan.
That's
Listen,
right.
I tell y'all, we always bring the flyest ones on the Kevin Tate show, and it don't change ever since I got this motherfucking desk. All
Yeah.
this shit is still real. So today I got a special guest I'm invited. We're gonna swing the camera in 1 second. Very funny lady, man. Actually, she goes by Pretty Funny Woman on Instagram. She came here to bring the business. We got a bunch of topics. Everybody clap their hands for my girl, Michelle Lyons.
Yes.
What's up?
Right on.
Michelle Lyons, what's up with you, lady?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you came here. It's the Kevin Tate Show. I'm so glad you came. This is how we get down now. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming here. So I'm gonna let everybody know, first of all, everybody don't know you graduated from UC Berkeley. I'm getting right up in your business, right? Make some noise at 16, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's some crazy shit.
That's awesome.
So how the hell you get to comedy and shit? What part of the game is this?
Well, I actually started.
You had the answers and shit, and then you came to fuck with us.
Well, yeah, I started doing comedy because I was so studious growing up, but I was always funny. And it was always just kind of an outlet for me. So the Kappas at my school had a big comedy thing.
What school?
I went to UC Berkeley.
Okay, right.
So
I'm about to say like shit.
the
Okay,
Kappas had an annual comedy explosion, and I was breaking up with this guy, and I was like, I can go up there and I can crack some jokes, and they let me go up there, and it was with trifling and talent, and everybody was like, you were really good. So then I moved back down here, and D-Ray and Spike gave me a chance.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, you went back to
yeah.
You went back to trifling.
about
I heard
West-
about
Yes,
trifling
yeah,
for a long time.
Trifling and talent.
Yeah, Talent Harris, that's my guy. New
But
York.
that's dope though. But also too, you do other things and shit. But first of all, before we get all up into y'all, but I just want to let y'all know we will be talking about some relationship topics. I ran into Michelle out in the club. She pulled me to the side like, yo, what's up? I want to see what's up. I'm like, oh yeah. So she's here. She's here right now. She's in the building. We're gonna talk about some stuff. But yes, you also do something else first though, right? Modeling. You work with modeling and stuff
Yes,
like that.
yeah. I have a modeling school out in West LA.
Really?
Yes.
What's the name of it?
It's called Best Talent Group.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been around for 4 years out in West LA.
So what? You just go find? Do you be having some people that be coming in that motherfucker? You be like, why are you in here? like, what are you modeling? What?
Yeah, well, sometimes you have younger people and you have older people that come in, so we have a little bit of everything. What's great about us is we have a lot of petite models that we help give chances to. But yeah, you have some people in there where you're like, it's gonna take 10 years for you to.
So if I wanted to be a model, what's the first thing I need to know about being? No, if Howie wanted to be a model. If Howie wanted to be a model, what's the first thing you're gonna tell Howie he needs to do?
Well, unfortunately for men, it's a lot harder for men to be models than women. Because, women, there's plus size modeling.
I can't be a
there's curvy
BBW model.
But see, that really doesn't exist.
I can't
really
be a
for
male
men yet.
BBM. That's what you call it.
Men gotta sell the sexy when it comes to modeling.
You can't be BBM.
Yeah, you gotta get a couple 6-packs under there. And you gotta,
Hold on, so
we
you
gotta
just
see
ain't
it
no
all.
dope dealer body.
See,
You
that's
just-
discrimination.
This don't work.
And see, that works the other way for the Me Too movement, but don't work for the Man Too movement.
Yeah, men
You know what I'm
is
saying?
getting
So that's
behind.
not fair to us, big fellas. It's some women that like dad bods.
Yeah, there are some.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't look like the kind. You look like I'm crazy as hell. But there's some women that find this body attractive. So why can't I advertise draws with my stomach out?
Well, you
Well, I wanna
can
know.
start it. Shaq is actually, I don't know if you guys know, Shaq is trying to start a movement.
Is he really?
Yes,
See,
he
that's
is.
what I'm
He's
talking
doing
about.
Them for trees
the
and
big
shit.
tall-
Big beautiful men. That's what
Okay,
we're
Michelle, I have a
Okay. Oh,
question.
shit, I don't want none of that.
I have a question. I
I
have a
don't want
modeling
none of that,
background.
dog.
Do you
Draws big
also
as hell.
work
Big,
with
beautiful
runway
men,
or just
nothing.
print? Or both?
Majority runway. So we're actually about to do our
Awesome.
40th fashion show.
I know.
So yeah,
Congratulations.
we do fashion shows all over the world. So
Wow.
we mainly do the big four, which is New York, London, Milan, and Paris.
Nice,
Absolutely.
very
Shout out to
nice.
that.
Yeah.
I was a runway model. You don't know this about me.
Well, you better be telling her. Don't be telling me.
Yeah,
I
you
can
tell
rip
me?
the,
Yes.
rip the runway.
Word.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I don't know if they'll let you walk across the desk right now, but we not across.
You know what? I had to do that. I was on that show, The Real, and I got picked along with the actual model. We both got picked, and I tore it up. I was a mixture of Cardi B, Robbie Milan, and Naomi Campbell.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got a T-shirt and some body treatment stuff as a gift. But yeah, I upstaged that model, huh?
Yeah,
she
well,
had to have a
if
seat.
this desk wasn't right here, your ass would be having a shorts right now.
and I will show out.
Yeah, okay. We'll
Oh,
see
yeah.
about that. Robbie will be doing the runway and shit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
look, since I got two ladies in the building, my dog Howie is back. I had to say my topics to make sure Howie was in the building.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna talk about some stuff today. I want to talk about accountability in relationships.
Oh yeah, well that's a good one.
Accountability in relationships, man. I want to talk about accountability in relationships. Like a lot of times people be, a relationship gets stalled by one argument that just never goes away. You know, you get stalled by argument because nobody wants to take accountability because of pride and ego. What do y'all think about that? Have you ever had a problem? No, let me ask my guest.
Yes.
Have you ever had a problem in a relationship where you felt like ego was the problem? And yours is what I'm speaking of. Where your ego kind of got in the way, or you got in a situation where it was like, you know what, I'm not gonna admit to this totally. And even if it was him, somebody was not doing that in a relationship.
I would say I'm probably the type of person who I will put my ego aside just because I don't like drama when I get home. So, you know, I'm the type of person that even if because I'm right all the time. But, you know, even if I am, you know, right, I will normally be the one to take the bullet just because, you know, I just have to not have any drama when I'm home. You know, I deal with enough in my life outside of, you know, the home.
So what happens? So what do you do with all that energy as you continue to stuff it under the bed? What do you do with that? What do you do with that?
Well, like I said, I just like to, you know, like whatever causes no arguments. You know, I'm not one to like arguing. So, and so I'll just go ahead and say, okay, it's my fault. But, you know, I'll try to get it back in the long run. Maybe.
So even if let's get this straight, even if you think you're right, you're gonna say.
Well, no, I know I'm right, but go ahead.
Well, you say I'm sorry.
Here's where the BS starts. But even if you think you or know you're right, you're gonna say you're wrong to keep peace.
I'm like that just because it's, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I look at it like it's just one less argument I have to have. But that's me. I know I'm very unique in this situation.
That's cool. But personally, it's getting to where I think all women think that they're never wrong, like you. And I think that most of them, I won't say all, but most women, I think that it's hard for women to admit when they're wrong. And I think that that's a big problem amongst relationships and accountability, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
And this is he's talking about. And this show. Let me just say that this show today. I know Michelle looking like, what the fuck?
What have I got?
No. But no, this show is just talking about accountability from both sides. I'm sure Robbie's not gonna let that. I'm sure Robbie's gonna come back and talk about men being accountable in relationships as well. But since we have a guest, and she's no way certified relationship advice, so don't put that pressure on her for that. But you represent for every goddamn body. So when you say that, but when you know that's interesting because when you say I'm never wrong, it starts off like a joke. Like that's usually how that start off in a relationship. Whatever, I'm never wrong. Like then that goes on for a month or two. Then you look up, it's been 2 years, you still saying the same shit. Right? But people do that in relationships. So when you say that has it been successful?
It has not, obviously.
Okay.
I'm single now, but I think, and part of the reason why I think I am single is because I do deflect the accountability. You know, I think I wait a little bit too long to really, you know, let him know, you know, you messed up, you know, so, and things start piling up, you know, so I am kind of more or less, you know, the peacemaker, and then next thing you know, you just have a big pile of stuff.
Are you a Pisces?
No, I'm a Virgo.
Oh, I thought she was a Pisces.
No, I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you said I wait too long to tell him when he messed up.
I do, and then I feel,
he messed up.
No accountability for yourself.
It normally turns into a big pile.
Y'all funny.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're crazy. So let me ask you this: in your relationships, have you ran into the same situation? Like, do you feel like that normally comes down to something like that?
Is that the reason?
Or
no.
put it this way, are you a heartbreaker, if you will? Like, are you a heartbreaker?
No, I don't. They may think I'm a heartbreaker, but
that sounds like a heartbreaker.
No. I think I just haven't been dating guys in my league. I know that sounds terrible. So maybe I'm a heartbreaker. But like I said, I think if I were to nip the stuff in the bud a lot sooner, I think I wouldn't have the issues.
Well, let me ask you this. What's your pet peeve, like, that you have a problem with some men, that even in the dating scene, though? And Robbie, feel free to chime in. Okay. Like, what are some of the pet peeves, you know, that you come across when you're in dating for you?
Insecurities. Hate insecurity.
Well, let me tell you something. I don't play that shit. Not now. One don't say nothing to none of these. Go ahead.
Nothing is worse than an insecure man. You know, a man that puts all his insecurities on you. Especially, I have a lot of guy friends. I know a lot of people. I socialize. I'm in a business with models. You know.
Yeah.
Can I get a straight on? Excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off. Can I get a straight on right
Yeah,
here, man? Please, somebody put a straight on me on the one camera right here. Hey man, listen, man. Let me just tell you something. That is the biggest bullshit you could ever walk into. I got a bunch of men friends. So if you want to fuck with me, I got like 5 or 6 niggas that I talk to, I text back and forth with. They come see me, I come see them, we go out to dinner. Don't go for that shit. I'm telling you, because that's how they get you. And then you insecure when you don't like a whole bunch of motherfuckers hanging around there and shit like all the time, because you know our motive most of the time. Niggas ain't running around here on nobody's shit a lot of times.
I can guarantee you 1 other than 5 niggas is fucking.
No. 1
out of 5.
You're the insecure guy. You're the insecure guy. You're the insecure guy.
Hey, listen, I'd rather be insecure than be safe. I want to be safe because if you got 5 niggas you rotating as your boys, first of all, we ain't gonna kick it anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of woman I ain't fucking with. I want a bitch with no nigga friends like that.
What you see?
What about work? What about work?
That,
you know, and it's not even friends. What about work?
What about work? I should say, what about work?
What about work? I'm not even talking about friends.
So you got 6 niggas that's your friend at work? What do you mean by friend then? What are you talking about friend? What do you mean by friend, bro? Now we gotta ask now, what do you 6 niggas hanging around with you all day?
You got a couple work husbands.
I'm a businesswoman, and you have to interact. And business is pretty much all. So how can a businesswoman survive? Because most businesses and people involved in business, people that control money, are men. You know, men are the ones who are the decision makers. And if you're a businesswoman, most of the people you are interacting with are men. That if you even look at law schools and med schools and business schools, the largest disparity is business school. Business school is 88% to 12% women to men. Med school is almost 50% now. Law school is 50% now. Business school, men are businessmen.
So let me ask you this. What if you had a man that was a hairstylist? And we ain't talking about a gay hairstylist. He was a hairstylist. And all he hang around is women.
Right, all the time.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a hairstylist. He bringing the bread home. He bringing the bread home. Bring me back here. He bringing the bread home and all of that, doing hair. Fuck it. Doing hair and bringing in money, but all he got is female friends. That's it. All the homies going to the bar. They going to get something to eat tonight. So I'm out with them. And he got 9 of them. And you know your man ain't gay.
Women are much different than men.
Okay? You think men ain't walking around waiting for you to slip up at one? Just slip up one time. Ask any of them if they see you as the homie in private. And see what happened to you and shit. I be like, hell no, fuck all that. You know, really, nigga, I really been wanting to say something to you, but really she talk about women. How would you feel though, Robbie?
I got a question. Are they qualified?
What do you mean by qualified?
I mean, I got a lot of admirers, but half of them aren't even qualified.
Amen.
Yeah, but that could be argued. We don't know what it is.
Right, what's the qualification?
Yeah, what does that even mean? What does that even? What type of y'all clapping 5s? Like, what
like y'all know the exact same application.
The reason
and all the questions on the application. Y'all went over this together.
Y'all know the ingredients.
Like, these are the 23 qualifications, and you niggas already knew.
Y'all know the same way.
Real talk. Women are attracted to different things than men. Women are normally attracted to like status and wealth. So would be you being a baller, I'd be way more insecure about than you being a hairstylist. You know what I'm saying?
So you wouldn't be insecure?
Heck no, a hairstylist, no. If he deals with, like I said, I'm more insecure if I'm dealing with a very wealthy man. Because then I know there are some real thirsty women. I dated a wealthy man where I had to even check my friends. You understand? So there is, if you're dealing with a certain level of a dude, then you've got to worry about women, you know? But like I said, women, to me, are as faithful as a dude they're with. If you got a bomb dude, you ain't never, a bomb man shouldn't at all be worried about his woman. Not at all.
Okay, but I think you kind of turned the sandwich back over on the grill. Turn it back on the other side. Turn it back on the other side of the grill. See, the thing of that is, she gonna flip the bread back like.
I feel her passion.
No, but what I'm saying is that
I feel your passion with
it.
No, but what I'm saying is what you need to understand, or something here's to enlighten you a little more on what you already know, is that power is power. Whether you the power motherfucker at the Popeyes.
Come on, man.
You the power.
Talk about
if
it.
you the pastor
that's
at church.
that was getting to my point.
You know what I'm saying? If you the manager at the little job that y'all work at in the little cubicles, that's power.
Or you
for $11.50 an hour.
And
then all them 650
you can be the
bitches
head
is gonna be
crackhead. You can be the head crackhead on your
You
block.
can be the number
with all
one
the crack holes, and you got a situation there.
You got a situation
all
like that.
levels
all
of life.
levels of power.
Yeah. So it's whether you're wealthy or small, you can be cheated on.
Absolutely, but hold on. Let me.
That's the point.
Let me just say this. So look, that's what I'm saying, and women can understand that. Listen, power is power. So for you to say it has to be a man at a certain level, that's not always true. And on the flip of that, with women and how they are with men, like you're saying now, because I think that might be a little bit of ego, and if I'm right, let me know. Ego in the sense of, he's only hanging out with hairstylists. Do you know? If he hanging around not this fellas, I'm sorry, but if you hanging around with 11 beautiful women, what's the odds you gonna be hitting something, bro? You ain't just hanging out the bar, just moving, holding coats, and somebody in there get knocked over.
But that's why men and women don't understand each other, because your standards are way different.
Now it's a standard issue.
Exactly, because men are about beauty. Men are about beauty,
Whoa.
and women are about security.
So which one is right?
So you're the wealthy guy is the same as a bad bitch to you. I'm sorry.
I understand exactly what
So
you're
you
saying.
say that's
Absolutely.
the same thing.
Absolutely.
The more wealth and the more power a man has, the more women he is going to attract, and the more he can get away with, because there's going to be women that are going to put up with a lot more. You understand? And the more beautiful a woman is, the more men she's going to attract, and more men will put up with more. So it doesn't matter if you work at Burger King or Popeyes, if you can get a dime chick, then that would be the same thing. But it's going to be relative as far as what a dime is.
Yeah, it's going to be quite relative what a dime is.
Yeah, Popeye's dime is this. But that's what I'm saying. A Popeye's dime is this. So I'm feeling you, but
I'm not going to be jealous over a Popeye's dime.
But other Popeye's dimes are, though. That's what we're saying. Like, if there's other people in that circle that's going to be jealous.
Yeah, it's a bad little bitch working for $6.50 an hour.
But
I am not going to be insecure by the bad bitch that working at Popeyes.
He got a manager at Popeyes. He got all these little women.
Because she like, you know what? If you want to hit them roaches, go on and hit them roaches.
That's what I'm saying. If you're going to mess up this over that, then you'll
But it sounds like he's the this. He's the this. He got the wealth. He's the this.
If he's the manager at
So
Popeyes,
he can give you more hours.
No, I'm talking about your guy. Your guy that you're talking about, that you're with wealth, and you're saying if he want to date them, if he want to mess all of this up, well, all of this is him. He the one. With the wealth, so he the this.
No, he is, but he's also probably going to have a lot more criteria on average as far as what he's looking for a wifey material. Now, I do believe that he may cheat and do other things, but then that goes to what priorities are in relationships, So, of course, every woman wants their man to be monogamous, but there are a lot of worse things, that happen in relationships.
So basically, to the point that we were saying, and we on with Michelle Lyons right here, man, in the building, chopping it all the way the fuck down. So in your mind, you ain't really tripping off. You're not really threatened by it. You feel like wealthy men don't even deal with that.
No. They may, but I'm not. I'm very secure.
I'm not leaving the house now. You want to run down there and play in the dirt? Just take a shower before you come here. That's what you're saying. That's the type of shit that happens with the wealthy, right?
I wouldn't be insecure. It wouldn't even be something I would even think about.
That attitude that you think the wealthy men have, do you know the reason why they got that? Is because they're fucking wealthy. Because they can fuck anybody they want to.
They can.
So they're going to treat you like a dime piece regardless. They don't have to be mean to you. Nothing. They give you the world. You don't have to know what they're doing either. You know why? Because they got fucking money. And they can do whatever they want to do, and they can go fuck somebody. You have no clue where they at, and you think they're on business. That's because they chilling, doing whatever the fuck they want to do, because that level of wealth you talking about, they can do what the fuck they want to do.
They can.
So, so your perception of them being like this monogamous type of person.
I never said that.
Okay, or confident, even like confident in my woman, or she's cool. Yeah, because they can do whatever they want to do.
I just said that I'm not worried about this woman taking my man. I wouldn't.
No.
That's
because
what I'm
they can stay with you or not. They can do whatever they want to do.
I wouldn't. I'm not threatened.
If they're really attracted to you, because men do go off for beauty, I agree with you. So if they're really attracted to you and want to keep you and they stable, they're gonna do whatever they want to do to keep you.
Right. So
and they stable.
Well,
that means they got more than one.
Yeah,
That-
no, a lot
it's like, there's no reason for you to leave.
I'm sorry.
Hey, there's no reason for you to leave. You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere, man. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because I can
Right.
afford you.
Yes, no, and
That's the reality.
Howie.
I'm sorry, man. I just came from Detroit. And it sounds
Hilarious.
and I don't think there's
That's how
anything
we
wrong
get
with
down.
that.
It's just real shit.
What you
going
want-
on in the
Nothing
world.
wrong with
What
that.
you think about that, Robbie? Is this some truth for what Howie's saying to you? Do you feel like it's
My last encounter, and I'm gonna call it an encounter, was from a very successful guy, and yeah, he did that to me.
What is that exactly?
He basically wined and dined me because he could afford me.
Hey.
See?
And moving forward,
Wine
dropped my ass
and
like a
dine.
hot potato.
Right.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then
Because he could.
Because he could. Not to say that whoever it was he was messing with was any better than me. It's just that he knew that he could get away with it because he
Really?
could.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it? So what was the woo? Were you wooed by him or were you misled by the?
I would say it was a combination of both. I was wooed by him and misled. He came across like I was exactly what he was looking for.
When I say him, I mean the money.
Um,
Was you wooed by the money?
I wasn't with him long enough to know if that was the case.
I'm talking about on site.
Initially.
Initially on
I like
site.
a successful guy. I don't like no bum
Did you
nigga.
know he was successful by sight?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start there.
Let's be
then.
honest.
We're getting
Yes,
to,
yes.
We're getting to the thick of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you met him, he was obviously, because it was him and it was probably another guy that you was like, nah, that's where the money at. To a certain degree, because guys can put some shit together.
Right.
Nigga,
No,
we
he
can
was
put some shit
successful.
together. Right. So you found out he was successful, so that made the comments, you listen a little longer. Maybe. Right? Because you still searching to figure out what's going on. You're still curious about the quote unquote wealth that's off site. So now you're like, well, fuck, I want to see where he lives a little bit, kind of. I kind of want to
Test
see.
the waters,
I'm looking
right?
at his car. I kind of want to
Yeah.
see.
He has several.
I'm just gonna leave my car illegally
Yes,
parked. You
several.
left your car illegally parked at the club and got in the car and rode or drove, however it went. You rode up the hill and shit or whatever, and then you're like, oh shit. Now he still ain't said nothing no smoother. You could push mute on this whole date, just drive you right to the crib, and then you're still wooed by what you see.
Material.
So because he's done nothing necessarily charming besides maybe buy some drinks, buy some food, say some things, right?
We had chemistry though, Kev. I will
Of
say
course,
that.
y'all
We
had
did.
chemistry because the money has chemistry with
Oh
the
boy.
money. Look at the camera. The money has chemistry with
Well.
everyone. Don't nobody not get along with money. Y'all don't never see
That's
money
not
walking
true.
around.
That's
They
not
like,
true
that's
at
not
all.
true.
Cash
Not
money.
true.
That's
Ain't
not
nobody
true.
don't get along
'Cause
with
I'm gonna
cash.
tell
That
you
is
something.
so not
Look at
true.
it.
Yes,
I'ma
it is.
tell you something.
Y'all,
But you
you
listen a little
y'all don't
longer.
like,
Hold on, let- oh,
y'all,
sorry, go
y'all
ahead,
don't
Alex.
like men with dad bods and these
Oh,
regular
nah.
dudes.
I-
Let's go back to
Dad
that.
bod.
Let's go back to that.
Oh, hey,
BBS.
I've dated a
gonna
We
tell you
BBL.
don't get any love because we don't got no money.
No. You'd be surprised how many actually do.
why your shoulders going like this? So, Howie? What was
It's
this?
the no money shoulder, right? That is. I'm kidding. It is. Trust me, it is. A lot. That's the dope boy's belly right there. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the faithfulness and all that. I don't care what level you on. You can be cheated on. That was going back to the original.
Yeah.
The point that
Yes.
he was trying to make. It doesn't matter how successful a guy is or a woman. Either way, it doesn't matter. Get with somebody you care about and that cares about you, and then you win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
shit,
Because
Howie.
you see how I brought that back.
That's why Howie's married.
Hit a button. I know it's a button. You better
That's
not
why
be
he's
no
married.
bro. He don't get
Family guy, baby.
3 against
Yeah,
1.
man.
3
Yeah,
against 1.
ever since we got the cameras up and shit, he doing the pointing and shit. Ever since we got the cameras, he but no,
Winking an eye.
but I know you was finishing what you was saying about that particular.
What I was
particular
saying
evening.
is a lot of guys with money, but their conversation is whack because
course.
all they do is brag and talk about themselves.
And
So
they,
my
because
question
they
is-
know that's all a
but how-
lot of women
But
can.
how do you get to the house? If it's bad conversation at dinner, it's bad conversation headed to the club, it's bad conversation at the table, bad conversation in the car again, bad conversation on the phone as we follow
Well, then
him
you
to his
just cut
house.
it off.
Bad conversation. So at what point?
Nothing he's doing is good.
Nothing he's doing. He's 7 strikes, but you still headed toward his crib.
Because
I'm not gonna do
Because
that.
it's the money.
I'm not gonna do that. That's what I'm
okay.
saying. This particular guy, we had chemistry, so it was his loss. And that's why he called me a month later talking about, what's up? I was thinking about you. You was on my mind. I said, well, which mind was I on? Was I on this mind or this mind? Because it's two different heads. It's one at the top and one in the middle.
And both, yeah, well, that's probably how it goes.
I think it was that head in the middle that he was thinking
Well,
about.
yeah. Did you hang out again?
No, absolutely
I gotta
not.
ask right here on the Kevin Tate show. Did y'all hook
But
back
I'm
up?
not gonna lie, Kevin.
Okay,
It did boost my ego. I was like, oh, I got that good. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig that. Oh, that
Right.
snapback. He had to
I got
call
that
me.
good.
We high five.
Cause see, you know what, fellas, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If the girl don't got that good, y'all not gonna call her back. Y'all gonna delete that number and act like it never happened.
To men,
Hello, fellas.
that's a whole nother.
Just saying.
It's a lot of things that, you know.
I like
Richard
that
Pryor
silence.
had to joke about that.
I
Even the worst pussy is good pussy.
yeah, there's no such a thing.
There's really no such a thing
There's
as
no
bad
such
pussy.
a thing, boy.
Y'all
men,
not gonna hit
right?
it again if it ain't right.
But it's more things that go along with it not being right. Not being right is her fucking house probably is just
There you go.
and it's gotta be extremely
That kind of
nasty.
stuff.
And then, or it's just her. She's just a weirdo. She's crazy.
To be mean.
She could be a mean,
Bitter.
pessimistic person. I'm an energy guy. So I like energy. I like vibes. You know, I
Yeah.
like that vibe. So if we always back and forth, we've been sitting down. I feel like if you
Right.
always, or if you always talking to somebody and their conversation is just nonstop about what things are supposed to be, I don't like
As
those
opposed to
type of
what,
Right.
how looking at and smelling the roses right now. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? People
Right.
are always critical and always telling you what things are supposed to be or how we should be or why this is not like that. That's not the person for you. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's being forced. You're trying to force a relationship.
Let me ask you this.
You know what I'm
then,
saying? Be with somebody that care about you, your dirty drawers up until you got that wealth. That's the one you want. You want the one you want to build with.
Let me ask you this: do we got egos? Do we got egos? Do men got egos in a relationship, dog?
Of course
got
we do.
egos, right? What you think about it? Like, ladies, what y'all think about the male ego and how do you handle a male ego within a relationship or even a dialogue? If y'all ain't necessarily in a relationship, y'all just talking and kicking it. How do y'all handle a man's ego? What do y'all think about it? Do y'all
What you
run
got,
it over?
Michelle?
I think
Do y'all-
I'm the worst at it, so I'm probably, not the best person to ask, but because I guess I just do me, and I always, for whatever reason, end up in these weird situations with guys. But what I try to do is, because I often find that guys that date me are always questioning if I like them, and I'm like, what do you mean if I like you? I wouldn't be here with you. I wouldn't be sleeping with you. I wouldn't be moved in with you,
Oh,
so
shit.
I know that.
Wow.
I know that. I need
That's
it.
funny.
I know that I need it, but obviously I'm not stroking the ego enough. If I moved in and he's still like questioning, right?
But
I like you enough to be here.
Yeah, right. But in a sense, but see, that's the bullshit, because I feel like that's where a lot of shit get lost with men who still cover up shit. Because at the end of the day, with all that being said, yeah, you here. Yeah, you moved here, but that's cool. But that means you ain't gonna come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still need you to come to me.
Yes,
Right?
of
And
course.
if a woman's in the sense of, I'm here, I must like you, I'm here. Real life though,
That's
right?
real
And
talk,
sometimes
though.
I want to be able to
Come
sit
touch
with
me.
you. He said, come touch me.
Touch me.
Yes.
Touch my
And put your
body.
hands on me all week. You done went to the grocery
touch
store.
me.
You done went to the grocery store 2 times and you still ain't touched.
You haven't touched me.
But see, that goes back to what I said last week, Kevin. Them compliments that I be giving. I'm not gonna apologize, but I will give those compliments. I'm gonna tell you how sexy you look, how good your sex game is, how good you smell. I'm gonna stroke that ego.
That's what I'm
So you're
asking.
gonna know that if I'm living with you, I want to be with you.
Right, and you'll show that in the house and shit.
Absolutely.
Right, and that matters though. I think that matters. I think it's interesting. My question is interesting of how do you handle a male ego, because it's a motherfucker. No,
Is.
I'm not saying that it's an easy task, but it's a task nonetheless. So what route do you choose to take, or does it even matter? I think to what you were saying, you was like, I just be doing me.
I know, I do need to do a better job, but I think you also need to find people's love languages. I know that one of my exes, he
Like
brought
that.
this to me, and he was like, you and I have different languages of love, Like, for me, I feel like a guy likes me if he, like, spends time with me. Or no, I feel like a guy likes me if he gives me gifts and gives me words of affirmation. You know, for him it's time, you know, and I'm a busy person, you know. So, you know, he was really into like spending a lot of time together, you know. So
You don't have that much time.
I don't have that much time. I'm busy.
Fellas, I'm telling you, we
because most men that genuinely like a woman
want that time. They do. They want to be around you.
They want to be around you.
Yes, and
so that to reject that, that can hurt his feelings.
That can hurt his feelings. Yes, and I would buy him gifts and things like that, and he'd be like, "What is this bullshit? I want to go out. I want to go there."
But listen, I think that's dope. Listen, we're gonna take a break. We're coming back, man. This shit got heated up. It's the motherfucking Kevin Tate Show. We're gonna be back in the 7th Kevin Tate Show. If you don't know shit,
now you know.
Word up.
Yeah, good segment, y'all.
Gotta put a stamp on it. Yeah, hit a plate, scrape it off the plate. Hey, gotta put the camp on it. Pussy ass nigga always talking that tough shit. Nigga put a date on it. Everybody sitting at the table around here. Yeah, there's a lot of place on it.
Running through the money and the bitch keep calling. Hold up, she gon' have to wait on it. VVS diamond dripping on my t-shirt. Reach for it, I'ma push your face on it. Rolls Royce truck on the white cashed out for it. Still had to wait on it. Plug for the round, send the roll down kind. Nigga still had to pay for it.
Pack coming in on iPhone. I'ma keep it 30 in my fault. I'ma buy a Birkin for my shout. Nigga did me dirty, ran off on me. Took off. Plug did me dirty, took off on me. Lil' Hilda just folded, got soft on me. I'm from the streets, you gotta pay with your life. I got away with the white, you just like your father, and he was a rat. So that mean he raising the mice, yeah. I had to trap through the night, yeah. I put that pack on the flight, yeah. I shot on them pussies the same night. Late in the bushes, a rainy night. Won't put no hoes on no pedestal edibles. I'm tryna fuck them the same night. I put 2 hoes on the same flight. Cooked up 10 bricks in the same pot. I shot 4 niggas the same Glock. Too many of you niggas got the same watch. Why you compete with me, nigga? We are not playing with the same chick. It's murder, no murder for high. And that shit been stuck on my mindset. Set coming in and the money don't fold. Gotta put a stamp on it. Yeah, hit a plate, scrape it off the plate. Hey, gotta put the camp on it. Pussy ass nigga always talking that tough shit. Nigga put a date on it. Everybody sitting at the table around here. Yeah, there's a lot of place on it.
Running through the money and the bitch keep calling. Hold up, she gon' have to wait on it. VVS diamond dripping on my t-shirt. Reach for it, I'ma push your face on it. Rolls Royce truck on the white cashed out for it. Still had to wait on it. Plug for the round, send the roll down kind. Roll down kind.
Hit back.
Yellow diamond ring on my fish like a pineapple, shaped like a Coke bottle. So I threw a dime at her, shine on her, grind on her. I might wine and dine her, buy that bitch designer, a major, they minor. Tie dollar sign, beach house to the trap house. She might need a chiropractor, I'ma beat her back out. Coupe yellow, white yellow, round with Cinderella, big booty, big bells. A Miss Lady got her shit together.
Shawty see my wrist, said it look like pineapple. Shawty super thick, bet she tastes like pineapple. 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 Shawty see my wrist, said it look like pineapple. Shawty super thick, bet she tastes like pineapple. Pineapple. Pineapple soda, got a thick yellow bitch. Pineapple lala, might drive the Rari out. I'm coming over, might pick you up, then bend you over. Jump out the car,
DJ Dax.
shot till you drop. I play guitar, yeah, down the rock. I know you got some good pussy from how you walk. I'ma just hit it right now, yeah, in the parking lot. Shawty see my wrist, said it look like pineapple. Shawty super thick, bet she tastes like pineapple.
Yo, it's the Kevin Tate Show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Pineapple. Shawty see my wrist, said it look like pineapple. Shawty super thick, bet she tastes like pineapple.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is the Kevin Tate Show. Hang on, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Peace.
Pineapple.
Pineapple sweet, we geek. Fucking up racks, when I put Chanel on the feet. Pineapple coupe with the edges, pineapple soup with the Henny. Pineapple seats dark tinted, pineapple roof. The paddock is flat.
my dog for sure. That's my dog. Me and my dog. We hit them 2 in a row. Me and my dog. We hit them 2 in a row. They just keep on calling. She said she ready to pull up. As soon as I get there, I'ma put her on the floor nails. I'm on my way, I'm going fast. I'm coming home to get you. I'm on my way, I'm going fast. I'm coming home to get you. $100,000 on my neck, another 50,000 on my wrist. Every nigga with me real rich. Niggas having pressure about the bitch. I got all my cases dismissed. I don't go back and forth on the internet. Real niggas don't get into that. I'm tryna get it on my out for real. I'm tryna get it on my out. Me and my dogs, we tryna run your house. We want them bricks, we want the money, you can keep all of the pounds. I can't be fucking these little bitty bitches, cause they be running they mouth. I'm really running this town. Frank Mueller watch for my wrist, another 30,000 in my fist. Cocaine all in my pill. I don't take drugs no more. Baby mama tripping about a bitch. I'm just tryna take care of my kid. I've been in the trenches getting rich. I don't know another way to go. That's my dog for sure. That's my dog. That's my dog for sure. That's my dog. Me and my dog. We hit them 2 in a row. Me and my dog. We hit them 2 in a row. They just keep on calling. She said she ready to pull up. As soon as I get there, I'ma put her on the floor nails. I'm on my way, I'm going fast. I'm coming home to get you. I'm on my way, I'm going fast. I'm coming home to get you. Bust down rollies for the clip. Got these bitches dancing on the dick. They gon' wait in line for this drill. I'ma give her mine, then deal. I'ma try to kill her for the real. $30,000 in my ear. I ain't gotta sign no deal. Made a $500,000.
When I put that shit on, I could walk in the sky. That ain't your gang if he light of your eye. Cutting folks loose if they start switching sides. Cussing went down, all I could say was down. Told him you gotta cut loose to your ties. Said his head way before niggas was on. I said this shit back when it was the rise. The was getting bigger, the hoes getting better, the bats getting fatter. Don't gotta take shit now, it's which would you rather? Can tell it on eating, check the before and after. Hey, LL cool with your man, gotta get here like a kangaroo. Gotta keep it still like the Django. I don't give a fuck what you say about me. I'm a real nigga to the day I die. Real ass niggas, they fuck with me. I'm a young nigga with the pole in the club. Car big twine, put a hole in the scrub. Pussy ass niggas stop playing with me. Nigga mad his main bitch laying with me. On the internet, boy, that ain't G. All at the Grove, yeah. Hot as a stove, yeah. Breaking the bank down. My bitch from the know, yeah. Whipping the wheel round. Shawty, she been down. Shawty, she been down. Bitch from the know, yeah.
She got a Benz coupe with a Jeep. She might offend you when you speak. She got a Ginsu, if for me. I don't pretend to, gotta be. She kinda slim, thick, she a freak. She got a friend too, and she eat. Suck my 10-2 once a week. I got a life, she don't intervene. No longer Sprite, still sipping lean. Gold on ice, entering the meat. Bling going blow, regular procedure. I'm in the clouds right now. I'm proceeding with the proceedings, baby. We peace. Jump out and stealth. Your bitch from the know you, my bitch out the milk. Have a control when I ran out of breath. Walk in the farm and bust in the script. Then we perform and take us a trip. Bitch out of Inglewood with the sip. That's who been serving me every rip. I just went in a vet. Jump in the Cadillac CTS. Headed to H-Town GPS. You'll be seeing me on TV next.
All at the Grove, yeah. Hot as a stove, yeah. Breaking the bank down. My bitch from the know, yeah. Whipping the wheel round. Shawty, she been down. Shawty, she been down. Bitch from the know, bitch from the know.
What's up, motherfucker? This is your punk bitch nigga Michael Blackson. You getting jiggy with my nigga DJ Daxter. The only nigga to fuck with. It's right, Daxter. You a Dax some star. You know the fuck I mean. Fuck you. Daxter.
Cook that shit up, Quay. Oh my God, back at it again. In the kitchen whipping, I'm rapping again. Whipping. Keep on playing, bitch, then I'm stabbing your friend. Woo. I'm in the hood, they think I'm back trapping again. Trapping. Woo. Oh my
Spanish like a panoramic. Yeah, then get back to whipping, then get back to trapping, your nigga back at it. If it's too crowded, might shoot out the roof and say let him come through. Keep it 1,000 when I'm in the booth. I spent 2,000 to step in the shoes. Gang gon' gang, how you think we gon' lose? Back to back motorcade, that's how we move. On mama porch, I was sitting on the stool. When I hopped up, I took off to the moon.
Oh my gosh, back at it again.
Back at it.
In the kitchen whipping, I'm rapping again.
Whip it.
Keep on playing, bitch, then I'm stabbing your friend.
Woo.
I'm in the hood, they think I'm back trapping again.
Trapping.
Woo. Oh my gosh, back at it again.
Back at it.
Hey, all my grizzly niggas stacking again. Hey, big go fall that on me, backpacking again.
DJ Daxter.
Keep a quarter on me, backpacking the Benz. My diamond like feature, bitch, I'm yellow bees. Ice out in this freezer, just cop the Luigi. Oh, take it easy, you trippin', I'm leaving. Got drink in the freezer, this shit don't come easy. I'm trappin', I mean it. My belt double G me. That cooler, that heater. Take knots and ureta. I sent some shot through a nigga, white beater. Chopper knock a nigga out of his feet. Don't call me little baby, I'm sorry, don't need you. Last month I got shot up, then went up on features. Body for body, my niggas some demons. We tip fatality, you busted and bleeding. Stopped in Atlanta in the booth with my Nina. Back in the day, used to trap in the beamer. I'm a true hustler, my bitch is a schemer. Skeet in her eyes and that little bitch a creamer. Oh my gosh, back at it again.
Back at it.
In the kitchen whipping, I'm rapping again. Keep on playing, bitch, then I'm stabbing your friend. I'm in the hood, they think I'm back trapping again.
I think it's kind of funny. You can say you love me, turn around and play me. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny. You say things you don't mean, underestimate me. Yeah, I have always done right by you. Said you're never gonna lie. Shit gon' come around full cycle. I flip the script on you. Tell me why you mad. Tell me why you hurt. Bet you didn't think that the tables would turn. You gon' fuck around. I'ma do the same. How you like that karma? How you like that karma? Yeah, that's just fair play.
Bitch, you know I'm all about this cash green. Every time she see me riding, make her wanna get inside it. Ballin' like a motherfucking athlete. Anything you see, you got it, and we only make deposits. Get to all your girls, that's a tag team. Then just start the pussy poppin'. I just wanna see you drop it. And she cook the work like a trap queen. She be looking like the hottest, and she only bout them dollars. Red bottom, Neiman Marcus, bend it over. She Miss Parker, Range Rover, Beamer, Porsches, they ain't know. We some bosses, and I got that thing up in the car. Hope you proceed with caution. Catch him while he sleeping, while he creeping. Only 3 to off him. Got that chopper singing, money ringing. I can hear it calling. Probably out in Phoenix, the arena, and the squad performing like my bitch conceded. If she need it, then you bet I bought it. Never been defeated. Got that Nina, I ain't scared to spark it. Call me up to beat it. When I leave it, you gon' wanna park it. Zoo gang, that's who we is. When you see us, you know we some ballers. Ran me by the leader, I might leave her and might never call her. Ain't fucking no skeezers, that's on Yeezus. What you got to offer? Bitch, you know I'm all about this cash green. Every time she see me riding, make her wanna get inside it. Ballin' like a motherfucking athlete. Anything you see, you got it, and we only make deposits. Get to all your girls, that's a tag team. Then just start the pussy poppin'. I just wanna see you drop it. And she cook the work like a trap queen. She be looking like the hottest, and she only bout the dollars.
Running to a Marcy to the captain. Get him up for 32, you know we move that magic. Fuck the Rari in the hood, you know I made it flashy. Ay, most of these bitches ratchet if you ask me. Ay, get head in the Rari, now that's classy. Ay, if I ain't make that bitch, know that might just smash it. Ay, bitch, you want it, might just pass it. Ay, never beefed over bitches, but that's trash. Ay, swerving Raris in the labels to the hood. Ay, cheating up another with some hood. Ay, as I see this, who I'm in the hood. Ay, run up on this, who I wish you would.
Yeah, you know how we come in, sound check. And when you see me in the club, your ass get checked. As they blend the sound, I bring my shit in. Kevin Tate in this bitch about my business, nigga. Whew. Cash on top of cash, nigga. Bad bitches, ass on top of ass, nigga. I'm from the city, dawg. This how I get down. And when you see me, it's Kev Tate now, so move around, motherfucker. It's just what it is. I'm in this bitch, about my paper and a pocket full of chips. Whew. Believe that when you see me, it's on. Kevin Tate in this bitch with the wood bar on. Ha. I fuck up if I want to, cause anything I got, I buy one, then I flaunt two. Bitch, I got Howie with me, and when he spit, believe he's spitting with me. Hey, listen, hit their ass, Howie.
Give me the mic back. I do this for Louise on the motherfucking controller. What you doing, yo? Hold up. Mouse in your hand, switch the camera to me. Do the shit like a motherfucking bean. I got this nigga on the motherfucking shit like that. This nigga that is fat and it's like that. The motherfucking beats, that nigga is chillin'. What the fuck we doing now, nigga? We ain't illin' using all them 80s words, nigga. How you like that?
Yeah.
I'm a bad motherfucker, like rich and fat. Bring that back.
Yo,
I beat my him, nigga.
You wanna bring it back? If we talking 80s, then I talk that, nigga. Top 10s, Fila coat. I'm in this bitch putting it down. What you thought though? Detroit City, yeah, the all-white tee with the Woo jeans and the white ones. What you thought, G? Throw it back. That's just what I wore. It ain't from the 80s, but it's from the 90s though, cause that's where I come from and everybody know it. And if they had good weed, Kev Tate gon' blow it, nigga. Smoke yours, Sling Johnson, what up? I'm in this bitch putting it down on you hoes back up, cause you best believe when you step right, Kevin Tate in this bitch, and it's Tuesday night, bitch.
Hey. I like that.
It's Tuesday night, bitch.
Turn up, turn it Tuesday night. We back, man. Make some noise.
Yeah.
How we bail in the building, Robbie
Feel me,
Ron and our guest,
got a
Michelle, the Michelle Lyons, brought all the smoke today. She came with all the smoke. So listen, so Michelle Comedy. So how long you been doing this thing?
I've been doing it for 18 years, but I
Oh,
just
shit.
got back into it about 2-3 months ago.
For real? You took a break?
Yes, I took a long break.
For work, for
16
kids,
years
for...
work. I just had kids. So yeah,
Oh,
I
word up.
just,
Did we talk about your kids? Hey, we get all the information right here. You got kids?
Yes, I have
love that.
kids. So, but unfortunately, I had a breakup in April, and that's what actually motivated me to get back into comedy.
That shit was funny, huh? You got some shit to talk about?
Oh, I got some shit to
I
talk
see.
about. Yes,
I see.
stories.
All right. Well, that's good though. Do you perform here in LA a lot?
Yes, so I've been doing a lot of workout rooms, and I've got the Laugh Factory next month.
Hey.
And,
Shout
yeah.
out to you. That's what's up. Yeah, getting back in, you know what I'm saying? You knock the rust off, knock the dust off, then knock the crowd off. All
Yeah.
day. That's what it is. Well, I'm glad you're back in the game.
Thank
And since you came here, you know, we get down up in here. I wanted to say this too. Now, I got another topic of shit. And my next topic is this, like, how honest, and this is for everybody in here, how honest should you be, let's go on this main camera here, how honest should you be in a relationship? Now, before you jump and say 100%, think now, a lot of shit be happening in the course of one person's life in a day. So how honest do you feel, how honest should you be in a relationship, and do you lie to save someone's feelings? Ladies first, Robbie.
I'm not gonna lie. I keep everything 1,000.
So you don't lie?
No, that's
Oh
what I'm
my
saying
God,
right
make
now.
some noise. What is going on? You don't lie, you don't lie.
No.
All right, cool, period.
No.
For no reason, shape, form, or fashion. How honest should you be in a relationship? Whether it be not who saw me and who liked me and who said hi, but how honest are you in a relationship? Like, you know what, he be snoring and that shit get on my nerves, or baby, you got bad breath, or baby, you got like, how far does the, like, are you just like cutthroat like that?
Yeah,
or
I
do
am
you?
cutthroat.
Okay.
For 2 reasons.
Mhm.
I'm a Scorpio and I'm half Puerto Rican, so that's double the whammy.
But you Robbie, and let's not forget, you still Robbie. And I want to know this too, like, but can you handle that? Can you handle it right back?
Yeah, I can. It's happened before.
What? Somebody? What they say?
Okay, well, you know.
And you don't got- you
I
want-
like my outfits, as y'all know. I like my outfits.
Robbie,
I'm a
what is
fashionista.
cut? Before you say that, what is cutthroat?
Cutthroat. I just tell it like it is. How we.
Is that cutthroat? Because cutthroat sound harsh.
But my mouth is just. A lot of people think I'm from New York, but I'm from LA, and they tell me I got this New York vibe about me, but I've never been there.
Okay.
But from my understanding, New York people are cutthroat.
No?
Direct.
Oh, direct. Okay.
I'm direct. I'm honest and I'm direct. So yeah.
But can you handle that though, Robbie?
If it come back to me, yeah, because I was what I was gonna say is I like my sexy outfits, and I remember I was in a relationship, and my ex told me, you know, I look too fat in whatever outfit I had on. And I said, you think so? I said, well, then maybe I am. Let me just go in my closet and get something else.
Right. Now that was pretty. I mean, there's some honesty. There's some honesty for your
I didn't
ass.
get offended though.
No, but I'm saying there is different levels of honesty.
Okay.
It's the honesty of, baby, you look fat in that outfit, and it's the honesty is like, baby, you really ain't hitting on nothing no more, for real. You really ain't hitting on nothing no more. I'm just saying that's honesty though. That's honesty though. Like you want to tell yo, baby, you ain't turning me on no more in the bed like you used to. That's honesty.
A lot of people are
How
not,
honest should you be?
A lot of people are not that honest. They'll just go out and do whatever and won't say nothing.
Or deal for the benefit, for the sake of the conversation, or deal with it.
But you should never get comfortable like that. If it's a bedroom issue, ladies, I'm gonna speak for the ladies. Don't get comfortable. Always keep your man satisfied.
But when would he come to you one day and say, I ain't satisfied no more though? You really ain't hitting on it like you think you is though. You really ain't hitting on nothing like you used to.
Unless he's trying to do a threesome, that's gonna be an for me, okay?
No, he's not. No, I'm not talking about a threesome. I'm talking about, baby, we got an issue. Let's sit down at the kitchen table.
Okay, well, so what's the issue gonna be?
The issue is, babe, you're not hitting on nothing no more, and I'm just
in the bedroom.
Yeah, like I really ain't. You ain't really.
Okay,
you know
so what
like,
is it that you're requiring?
I don't know, yo. Like I don't know. I just don't really feel you like I used to, and like, you know.
Like what? You know?
I'm saying like you don't. I don't really. You on the rally. Like you don't turn me on. I see you doing your thing.
I'm not attracted to you anymore.
I'm not. I see you doing your thing. You're not as attractive
Right.
as you. I'm not here to be mean, but when you do the thing, it don't really work. Like it ain't.
Is it because she gained weight or?
Nah, I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just think, I don't know. Am I tired of it? Am I saying I'm tired? I don't know. Am I saying that I'm tired? Like it ain't like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? You done lost a step. You know?
Fell off.
A little bit. But I love you. I just want to let you know that when I be out and shit, you know what
So
I'm saying?
then my question is, well, baby, what can I do to satisfy you?
Okay, that's a good answer. Or whatever.
You like that?
Michelle.
What kind of shit y'all got going on right now?
Michelle. What you think?
Shit's different, right?
How honest are you in a relationship? And you see how deep I just took it.
Yes.
Now, is there a level, and there's a word called tact. Let me throw that in there.
Yeah.
Tact. T-A-C-T. That's a big word in this conversation.
Okay.
I too am very honest, but I am not, like I said, I don't like confrontation, so I tend to wait for questions to be asked before I deliver information.
I'm glad you asked.
So,
I'm glad you asked.
I'm not gonna just start,
telling
everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you ask.
Slow spoon feed.
You gotta spoon feed people. But if you ask me something, I'm never gonna lie to my man about something. So,
You're saying if he asks you a question.
If he asks me a question.
Right. So
Yes.
other than that, you want to just be honest because he keep coming telling you, baby, I got that thing. I'm doing the thing again. I'm doing the dance again.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, fuck, I used to like that 10 years ago. I really don't like that no more. But he still come in every day. Babe, they're going to do the thing.
I remember when you used to like this.
Fuck.
Like, damn, nigga.
Yeah, and one day you be like, yo, just stop fucking doing the thing. Right. And he's standing up there with his fucking bow tie on and shit, and you like,
change it up.
Change it up. This is what you like. You told me, baby, you know why I fuck with you? When you was running your game, you know I fuck with you when you come in and do the one shit. And I've been doing this shit for 10 years, and you gonna up and tell me that you don't fuck with the one shit after all the shit I put in?
I haven't been in a long relationship like that.
Exactly. We know that for sure.
Yes.
No, she was talking some shit about that in the first segment.
Yes.
What's the longest relationship you ever been in?
2.5 years.
Oh, wow. That's not long enough
Ever?
to know shit.
Ever?
Hey, that water get the ruffling. She like, I'm out.
You never get to know nobody. That's the problem. You don't know anybody.
I know. I've made some mistakes though,
Okay.
So, when I realized it, I just kind of like, okay.
Did you move too fast?
Huh?
Did you move too fast?
No, just the opposite. I think I take things slow.
Oh.
Maybe too slow. I don't know.
Oh, so if I'm hearing you correctly, you kind of like, let's kind of like kick it first. Like, let's go out. Let's go get something to eat. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's just take it slow.
Get to know each other.
Right. Getting to know each other costing me $80
She
every
don't
night.
spend
though.
time
I don't
with
know. Why is us getting to know each other costing me $80 every goddamn night?
Yeah.
Let's get to know each other. Well, shit, you about to get to know how much.
Run it up that bill.
He's right. I don't think I spend enough time
She
getting
don't
to know
spend time with
somebody, and I've never been in a relationship. I think with a friend. So I think that a lot of our stuff ends up being dysfunctional at the end because how they will be describing me. I'm like, you don't even know me.
Right.
You don't know me. Like, I'm nothing like that, you know? So I think that, this go around, I'm definitely looking for a friend, and I'm also looking to, because I used to have a type. When I was in my 20s, like, I had a strong
What was your type, girl?
Girl, like Idris Elba, like
Okay.
that. Not him exactly, but I used to love like chocolate, like square
Sexy.
guys, sexy guys,
Six pack.
So, I dated a lot of like
Good
Africans,
shoulders. Oh, Africans?
She said African.
I dated a lot of Africans. I was all about Africans
Nigerian?
in my 20s. Yes,
Girl,
Nigerian.
they was running rapid in LA back in them days.
I used to
Trust
love
me,
Africans.
I know.
But
The Africans out here.
They gone. They in Atlanta now, huh?
Oh
sis?
no, I'm done with
They
that.
gone.
The
Talking
truth
about the
control.
Africans coming.
They gone.
Where did they go?
Like they
She
migrated.
said they went to Atlanta.
We still moving.
They gone. They in Atlanta now.
The Africans went to Atlanta. That's
Yeah.
hysterical.
They did.
No, but no, that's always interesting. Howie, what about you in honesty though? What do you think about the word honesty? What does honesty mean to you in a relationship?
You can only be so honest. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna be honest.
There's only so much you can do because the more truthful you are, sometimes it might might hurt.
Hurt, yeah.
Sometimes, like kind of what she's saying, to her point, you gotta kind of spoon feed. If somebody asks you a question, then okay. But you can't just voluntarily give them some information. It's too hardcore.
Hell
They
yeah.
not
Some
ready.
people have to know you for a while in order for them to get other information out of you about yourself or about the way you feel.
And also,
Because you can turn somebody off. You
What
know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
like too with men, what you guys do is that when arguments happen, you will bring out like confidential stuff. You
That
throw
happens.
it in your face. You're like, oh, I was
Women do
open
that
up
too,
to
though.
you.
Yeah,
I think both-
that's what you
I
call
think that go
throwing.
both ways.
That's what you call
I think
throwing
women do that
knives.
too.
That's what you call
Throwing
throwing
knives.
knives in a relationship. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, but you short, nigga. Like, whoa.
And I don't like that either. I don't like that. Because to me, that's like, well, you've been waiting to say that. It's
Yeah.
If that's the kind
Yeah.
of person you are,
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck with you no way.
So hold on.
different with that.
Hold on. I gotta say this though, Howie.
Because you should have been said that.
Yeah, but your ego just got hurt right there.
Say it early. Don't
Oh,
wait.
but no, I said.
Don't wait till you get mad at me because
About-
now you said it out of anger
Right, she
as
said-
opposed to out of truth.
But that don't make it not a fact.
It don't matter if it's not a fact or not. I don't like the way you did it.
Right, so
The way you
now,
did it was
so
fine.
now we bring the conversation.
Yeah, the way
back,
you did it was
So
fine.
now we bring the conversation back to ego, right? And how
It
a
ain't
woman,
really ego.
but hold on, and how a woman handles a man's ego, because at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that we don't love each other because I said something nasty to you, which I think is outlawed in a relationship.
That
I
ain't
don't
what I'm
think
saying,
nasty
Captain. I don't mean to
All right,
cut you
well, then
off.
fix it.
What I'm saying is not that you're saying something nasty to me. It's the timing in which you're saying something to me. It ain't got nothing to do with how nasty it is or
Right.
what you're saying. You gonna say something to me out of anger to intentionally hurt my feelings?
Right.
Then I don't want to fuck with you like that because
And
now
that's
you
how I
that
am.
kind of
But-
person.
but-
You that I'm not fucking with
I know
nobody
what
like
you mean.
that.
I know what you mean, but what
There
if
ain't even
but
ego.
what
That's
if it-
respect. You
but
got
right. So
respect.
what if it happens
You
in
know
a
what I'm saying?
marriage?
Amen.
Well, if it happened in
Is
marriage,
it worth? Is
that's
it
fine
worth?
too.
It is, but is it worth the house and the kids?
Well, it's a different level of marriage because
That's what I'm
it's a
talking
lot
about.
more than the house
And
and the kids.
But that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking to you
It's
from.
legalities in
But
that.
that's what I'm talking to you from, and I think you make a perfect point. Not just 1 second. I think you
It's
make a
foul
perfect,
in the marriage as
it-
well.
It's foul. Period. But when you say I don't fuck with you no more, I think
Yeah, you can easily walk away from a boyfriend and girlfriend situation.
absolutely. But in a marriage,
it's harder to walk away.
absolutely, because then that's absolutely.
Well,
ego.
because it's legalities involved, it's money
Like,
involved.
there's
and
money
shit.
involved, but if it
yeah,
wasn't
it's,
for
it
that
ain't just
shit,
breaking up. You know
I'd
what I'm
be-
saying?
No, absolutely, I know
Can't
that.
just leave a motherfucker.
Because
be
things
married.
get said in
It's a little different.
I was just gonna say, me being newly single and me dealing with petty stuff,
Yeah.
because that's petty when you go
Yes.
below the belt and
Yeah,
you go there.
ain't that- that's-
you
That's
you
true.
have to
And
look
now,
for
if you
signs
gonna do me
now.
like that?
I would never be petty. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're having a discussion or an argument, I will never be petty and try to hurt you.
Yeah.
That's not the point of the
out
argument.
That's a relationship. It's almost a relationship. What you call it? A
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker. It's really could really fuck a relationship up, whether it's coming from a man or it's coming from a woman. If you're in an argument and you say something that you know is super personal, that's
gonna hurt.
That's a type of person.
Yeah.
What about that money you owe me, motherfucker? You know, and all that. You know,
This nigga stupid. He's stupid.
How many
Nigga, what my money? Fuck that. Time out. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, you think you had a good point?
It is. Where my $20 at, nigga? You talking about some nigga? Well, where my money at, nigga? Well, hold on. We talking about the game.
Come on, man.
Oh my goodness.
That's how niggas do. It hurts you right there in the
They
spot.
like, yeah, but nigga, you still owe me $20,
come on,
nigga.
man.
So really, you can't. But that's real shit, though. But I think honesty, and for me, I think honesty is something that I think you do it. You have to have tact. I think you have to have tact. You don't have to always sign up to tell somebody when they're wrong.
And the truth is good. It's just about the way you say it to people and your timing. And your timing.
And I think that when you do that, you know, you have to have tact because you don't have to be no one's parent. You know, it's not your job to tell somebody what's wrong about them. It's not your job. But now, if it affects you directly, then yeah, you know, hey, listen, this is that. I like to handle it this way. But like you said, it's a respect line.
Yeah, man.
It's the way you talk to people.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, all
it's
that
important.
It's absolutely important.
We
Now,
grown.
who's guilty of that the most in a relationship?
The way they talk to somebody?
Yeah, is that a man or woman thing, or is that just a straight up person?
I think that goes both ways.
I think it's where your
I think it
upbringing,
goes
to be
both ways.
honest.
Okay.
Because for me, every guy I've ever dated, way more emotional. Like I think I'm much more like emotionally
Yeah, I know,
secure.
man.
You know, but I think that they'll be
I'm sorry. Did you say you were emotionally insecure?
emotionally secure. I'm more emotionally secure, but I've dated men who've been real petty and real like stuff. But I've seen my brother in relationships with women, and they're all in his face and throwing low blows, and I'm like, oh, she hadn't put hands on me. You know, they've been saying crazy things. You know, so and I'm glad that he has that control. You know, but yeah, no, it depends on your upbringing because, like I said, some people just have no filter, or if they're hurt, they just go for blows.
Right, and
I
I think sometimes a lot of that. I'm not making an excuse, but I think a lot of that does come from your toolbox or your upbringing. It's like some people grow up with abusive parents, not physically, but verbally, quite verbally. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I had some
with no parents.
Yeah, or with no parents. So they got a shell all over them the whole time. So when it comes, they have this wall up. I didn't know that though. But a wall up, you did, and it's like you say, I don't apologize. I think we had a show when we was like, I don't apologize. And something we talked about today is like hardcore, like fuck that.
Yeah, I'm hardcore.
I'm gonna tell you everything. I need this to be like that.
That's
which
a
is
deep part
definitely
about relationships, man.
Yeah.
It is you don't know who you're dealing with.
You don't know where they come.
You don't know their
recipe.
background,
You don't know what
how
they
they
made
was
up.
raised.
Yeah.
You know the way they feel about religion,
Their
the way they
previous
feel about their
relationships.
previous relationship.
Right,
Unless you ask.
And that adds.
And then
but
if you
that-
ask, we may not going back to that, may not get the truth immediately.
Yeah, that's the real
you
shit.
You may get a no early, and then maybe later I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? So you're dealing with different emotions, trusting people, and different vibes to stay with somebody.
Right.
Relationships is built more off of just you got to kind of fill up energy.
But you don't know
to stay with somebody.
Like you said, you don't know what someone's made of. You don't know. You just met in this path in life, and we talk about from millions of miles away, and you guys cross paths. This person could have been raised with values. This person could have been raised without a dad, without money, rich. So many abused, not abused, abandoned. So by the time they meet you, they privileged. They don't even know that they don't know. And a lot of times in relationships, people hold people to standards. And I think I was talking about that earlier. People hold people in relationships to certain standards. Well, my last relationship went like this, or not even my relationship. I expect you. You're a man. You're supposed to know this. You a woman. How you know not to come and cook? My mom ain't never cooked for no motherfucking body.
Yeah, that's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? And what you mean? Come give you a hug. Ain't nobody gave me none.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know what that even is. So in going into relations, these same people are trying to live lives together.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the most offensive things you can say to somebody is, "You supposed to be a man. You should be, or you a woman. You should do." Man, that's a deal breaker for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because how you telling me how to be a man, or how am I telling you how to be a woman? That's something that needs to be talked about. How we need to deal with each other.
Exactly.
That's one of them low blows. You know, you supposed to be a woman. Why you ain't do? That ain't good. You know what I'm saying? That's how people don't have the right energy and shit don't mesh because everybody try to tell somebody what they supposed to be fucking doing.
Well, what you think?
Well, I just think overall in society, I think that's why the divorce rate is so high. Is because that there's a shift because you have a lot of women now that are at work and you have just no one really knows their roles. And I think that's caused a lot of relationships to not last because there is a traditional sense of what a man is and there is a traditional sense of what a woman is. And if couples aren't sitting down while they're dating and talking about what do you feel like your responsibility is. I know with my last relationship, he and I came from two totally different homes. He comes from a southern background where he definitely expects a woman to be cooking and cleaning and things like that, but he's also from Oakland, so he expects a woman to be out working, and you can't do it all. You know what I'm saying? You can't be working, cooking, and cleaning all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pick and choose. You want me to be a housewife or you want me to be out here working?
You got to find a balance in the relationship. That's true though.
Yeah, you do. I feel like, but me, I always come on this show. I said even when we was at the other studio, is that I believe personally that social media has destroyed relationships. 100%.
Yeah.
It destroyed relationships and even marriages. So because there are more options now. Bring me here. There are more options now in relationships when back in the day it was just your immediate surroundings, who you saw on your path in life. You know what I'm saying? And now it has turned to when everybody's talking about you can look on your page and look at all these different men,
these mutual
all these
friends
different men, and you having conversation. Just a double tap is no different than walking around saying, you know what, I like that. I like that, right? But now it takes away from. You can bring me back. Why? Now it takes from. There we go. Now it takes from when you're in a relationship, nobody want to communicate no more because they don't gotta communicate. They don't gotta get their love. They don't gotta get their passion. They don't gotta get their affection, their private conversation from the one next to them because they can go right to their DMs. They ain't gotta do that no more. They got somebody in their DMs waiting. What's poppin'? So you turn your back.
You can get the attention off of social media.
Right, so that's one conversation. Y'all just went to sleep on the cell phone.
That's true.
Right? People are exposed to too much now.
A lot of sneaky shit.
It's just too much, right? You can have a conversation with anybody. Let me tell you something.
Across the world.
If Puffy decide to DM your girl, you in trouble. You are in trouble. Or somebody like that. You are in most likely. And over 90% of the time, you are in big trouble if somebody with high status just scroll by your girl page or
click like
or
click DM, even worse.
That goes back to what you was just talking about in the earlier segment about wealth and men and the way they look at women. Look what you just said. If he goes to somebody DM, he could just really win almost 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at now. So a person being like faithful or respecting you as their man or woman, that's really solely on that person and how y'all built together. Because if you don't have that,
now let me ask you this though, on the flip for that for men. Now, right? So
I'm just a wealthy guy.
Right. So what is it for men? What is the equivalent? Because I know you had kind of said for men, it's a simple.
She said a dime.
She said, she a dime. So to a man, believe it or not, some men can look past that.
A lot of men.
Right? They can look past that. So what is it about men? What do men want? How far will men go with a woman? Are men and women with relations? Are men with women for their money? Are men? Are they doing the same thing? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think men ever get with women for their money.
Oh, not true.
Yes, they do.
Not at all.
I think if they do, it's a small percentile.
Oh, you're wrong.
Well,
no, I'm not.
No, you're
wrong.
wrong.
I know a lot of guys and dudes never really look at a woman for their money first. You know the first thing we look at is your body.
First thing.
Let me tell you what real men look at. You think a man is looking at you saying, let me see how much money this bitch got.
Well, let me tell you.
Yes, they are.
I'm not saying that they're
the
not.
whole institution of college.
I'm not saying there's no pimps out there. What I'm saying is the average man is looking at women for their beauty. Like you said before, they're not looking at no money or your wallet at first. If that's their intention, maybe later. But the first thing they look at is how this woman looks to me.
Most.
You know what I'm saying? And am I attracted to her? And that's the beginning of any type of interaction. Now, the financial part is later. You don't know how much anybody has from looking at him anyway.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you, okay?
Okay.
A couple
I am
reasons.
too.
Because my last two guys, I was the breadwinner and they weren't, okay? And men do. College is actually a
sought
system.
you out?
College is a system where people are looking to meet with people who are going somewhere,
You're saying that
okay?
like I didn't go to
So if
college.
you, no, I know, of course. So I see you're Benedict College. So if you're even macking up a girl at a college, you are macking up a girl who you perceive as having a future.
That happens,
You
but I don't think
understand?
that's what
But-
it is.
But nowadays, most of these wealthy men are not wifing up just bad bitches. They understand
Right.
there's a lot of bad bitches out there. They're wifing up the bad bitch that has the most going for herself. Who's the baddest that has the most going for herself? I don't know a lot of single doctors, and I know
you
a
gotta
lot
get
of
to
single
the
people.
going for yourself part. Is what I'm saying.
Of course,
So I agree with you.
Of course.
But you got to get there. Like, no man is initially saying, all right, this is what I want to go out. When I go to the club, I'm about to find the bitch with the money tonight.
I got a coworker like
Men
that.
are not thinking like
Some
that.
men like that. There is
No, but women are thinking
You
like
haven't
that.
been south of Imperial,
You know what
okay?
I'm
Let me tell you, there's a lot of men thinking like that.
DJ Daxter, come on, man. Back me up over here.
There are a lot
I'm not
of
saying,
men.
I'm not mean to cut you off, but I'm not saying that men aren't doing that, because there are men
Oh,
that
a
do
lot
that.
of men.
I'm just saying that
Pimping
that is not the majority at all. Like, when a regular man is looking for a woman, they're not looking for that at first. That's like the first thing that they look at.
Yeah, but
it's in the top three. I'm saying the same
but
thing.
like how he said, like that's not initially what
But
it is.
some women go to the club saying, I'm about to find this nigga that's a baller tonight. See, that's the different. Men don't have that mentality like that. But women do, though.
Robbie, what you say? You say
You know what I'm
disagree.
saying?
Why you
Men don't
disagree
think
with-
like that
Why you
initially.
disagree with Howie?
I disagree because I got a coworker like that. He's 6'4",
lot of dudes
chocolate, buff, and he just think all the bitches want him.
Do you like him?
No,
excuse
and
me,
I'm-
take that back. Not do you like him, but is he attractive? Would you find him to be attractive?
I
or-
think he's attractive, but I know how he get down. I know
Oh.
he looking for that woman with that Mercedes, that woman with that 6-figure. That's what he is solely looking for, and he don't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah.
He's a bum.
A lot of good looking
He's a
guys
bum.
God
do
is
like
his
that.
dick and his muscles at the end of the day.
He's a bum to me. Like,
Right.
to me, real men don't think like that. You
You're
know what I'm
correct.
saying?
I
That's
agree
not
the
how
same way.
real men. I know a lot of real brothers, man. They don't think like that.
So what's
They're just not going out like, I'm about to find me this bitch with a friend.
What's
They're
annoying
not thinking
to
like
me?
that.
What's annoying
they
to
not-
me is because
There's some niggas
he's
out here
attractive, I'm
like
attractive,
that.
and our clients always think we got something going on because
Right.
we're black. And I'm
Right.
sitting here like, it's a predominantly Hispanic barbershop.
So let me. Oh, go
And
ahead,
I'm
sorry,
like,
go ahead.
I would never. I would rather die than to fuck this motherfucker right here.
But let me ask you something. Hold on, let me ask you something. We've had conversations on here, and all my listeners know, and y'all know I don't cheat my million listeners and viewers now. I don't cheat them. We've had conversations, and you said to my listeners, our listeners, that, you know, you looking for a sugar daddy.
But he's not, is what
No,
I'm
he's
saying.
not.
He's looking for a sugar mama.
Right, so is he any righter than you?
That's part of my set. Remember I said
Well,
that?
no,
That
if-
is my set.
Oh, well then, okay, cool. I thought I'm asking you if that's...
And looking and actually pursuing are two different things. That's part of my set. That's how I get the audience and the crowd going, because I'm saying all the things that the
know.
ladies want to say, but they're not saying. And then
So-
I'm getting the guys following me on social media. So that's my hustle, baby.
So that's the gig.
That's the gig.
That's the so you know, nigga, sugar your daddy up, boy.
I do sexy comedy. Everybody
About
know
shit.
that.
But you better not be out here trying to look for no sugar mama. You better not be out here looking for no sugar mama. Niggas
Man,
think-
I've
how
heard
we-
it come
how
out of
we
his
gonna-
mouth.
What?
He'll be cutting somebody hair
But-
and he'll be like, damn, I think she got some money. I'm finna fuck with her. And I'll be looking like, are you serious? And she'll be like busted.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Should a man seek a woman who's successful, or should he seek a woman that don't have shit? And should he have standards enough
I
to
think he
not
should get
to
his
not
shit
to
together.
not hold on to not necessarily be looking for a woman for her money, but say, hell, hold on, I'm not fucking with no broke hoes. Period. I'm not fucking with no women that's broke. Let me land. I'm not fucking. Shout out my nigga Boo Hef. I'm not fucking with no women that are fucking broke. Period. So does that mean I'm getting with you for your money? No. I'm not doing that. But if you're not successful, I ain't 25 no more. I don't know about this
And
time.
neither is he.
All right. So I'm saying that to say, if I'm gonna meet a woman, why would I, you know what I'm saying? She's gotta at least be doing her thing, right? So that doesn't mean I'm at her for her money though, right?
Can I say
Please.
something? Listen here, brother. Let me tell you something. Going back to brothers that got money or wealthy or doing whatever they can do. Man, I've seen dudes go and pick up the dustiest bitch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He said the dustiest
And
bitch.
dust that bitch off.
Yes.
And turn her into a shiny ass diamond.
But that's
Yeah.
that guy though. That's that guy.
But it's a lot of dudes like that though.
But let me tell you, that's
You know
about
what I'm
control,
saying?
though. That's about control.
And it's
and
control.
That's
It
all
is
control.
control.
That's
all
all
control.
control.
Hold on, Howard. Let me
That's all
address.
control.
Howard, let me
That's all
address what you
control.
said though. No, there are, but that's that dude who is the millionaire or whatever that will go pick a girl up from Target, build her up and shit.
Shit,
I'm
even
talking about
regular
that. I'm talking about that average Joe. Niggas ain't out here necessarily building bitches no more.
No, not no more.
Let's just keep it 100, niggas. Niggas
Hey,
ain't
man,
out.
let me tell you
Let me
something.
hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish,
not.
Howie. They are. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, it's a lot that are not. So when you say, I'm talking about the average Joe that gets up every day, earns a living, and meets a woman. It's no. Why would he? And I'm working every day. Why am I reaching for a chick that's not on the right path? I'm not saying what's in her bank account. I'm saying, what does she own? Is she successful in life? Is she on
Does
the
she have
right
goals?
path? Does she have goals? I don't give a fuck what you look like.
I'm gonna say.
I don't care what you look like. I'm not bringing you in here if you ain't worth shit, 'cause that's gonna wear off.
I'm gonna say something that might hurt a little bit.
Okay, say
Might
it.
cut a little deep.
Cut it.
Most niggas is looking at a fat ass and some titties, nigga. They are not giving a fuck about if this bitch is upstanding bitch.
I'm talking about
Niggas are initially.
That's what I'm
So
telling
what
you.
I'm saying to you, Kev, they are not going out looking for women and saying, I want an upstanding woman of society.
I agree. No.
Niggas don't know that this bitch is fucked up and ghetto
No,
as
I
fuck with
agree.
3 kids and wear shower caps to the mall
agree.
because he with this bitch.
I agree. But
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
So
talking
it's
about.
like, she
I'm
be
not
like,
talking
oh, I
about.
didn't
But
know
I'm not
that.
talking about in the beginning. What I'm saying is,
Right.
because also in the beginning, we meet women and we hang out and we fuck and
Yeah.
then
We don't know what
and
kind
we
of
let
women
it,
they
but we
are.
let it go. But we let it go. But if you decide to hang out and you fucking, you figure out, oh, this bitch is dusty.
How you learn
Bitch, you
shit?
coming out, you off the mountain.
That's what
But
I'm
that
saying.
don't mean that
That's
we
what I'm
didn't
saying.
hang out.
That's what I'm saying.
So yes, yeah, I might party with you for a
that's
little
what I'm
bit,
saying.
but the buck stops here. No pun intended.
But that's what I'm saying.
You gotta go
done-
there.
Now look, you done went to hotels the first 3-4 times y'all done been together. Now you finally go to this bitch house, nigga, and the shit is
She got roaches.
You not even roaches, just a junky motherfucker. You know, toilet ain't. You know, you just gotta
Nasty.
your bathroom. You keep shit. Yeah, you learn about motherfuckers.
Absolutely. And I
You
talk
know what
about
I'm
that
saying?
all
And
the
not
time.
even a messy bitch. What about a bitch that's got a lot of
I'm just talking about a bitch.
dudes? And shit. It's like you just don't
Right.
learn about motherfuckers until you're around.
Until you around them. So I wasn't talking about initially. I was talking about
But
how do we
but-
move
but
forward.
How relationships build initially, off of dating and fucking a little
But
bit.
there
And then
comes
you
a
start-
time when
then you start doing.
yeah, but that red flag happens, and we have
Yeah.
a choice. That and everybody see that motherfucking red flag, and we pick and choose. I want some more pussy, so I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna let it ride. Come on, my nigga, we gonna talk, but we gonna talk,
That's
nigga.
what I'm
So
saying
niggas
to
gonna
you,
kick
man.
it. Niggas gonna kick it all day long, and you see, you knew you started to act sleep when the nigga was banging on
You
the
done
door.
seen
last
all the
night.
sides.
Nigga
And
banging
this
on
is
the
the
back
potential
door.
stalker.
All the time,
You know
nigga.
what I'm
I'm talking
saying?
about, nigga. You in her house, the nigga done came over banging on the back
Oh,
window.
man.
You still want to fuck? You trying to play sleep?
Yeah, you still wanna hang out.
You
with this
still
bitch.
want to hang out with the bitch? She done burnt you. You done went right back.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that shit goes both ways.
Man,
I agree.
that's what I'm telling you. So
I
we gonna
agree.
play around, but then those are the signs that you know you shouldn't be fucking with her. But we'll pass it over for the pussy until she in love or you in love, and you look up and pop goes the weasel. Now you with this rat. So you gotta have
You
standards.
really
Those
want that
days
educated
end.
girl. You want that girl that's making money. You want that girl that's successful. You want that entrepreneurship woman. You want that queen. At the same time, you still might be fucking this rat. And that's the reality of
Yeah.
shit that happens with men.
It does.
That is
It
just the reality.
It does. It does. It does.
That's a fact.
And that's a fact. And I think that we don't talk about it enough as society because, you know, it does, the amount of eligible men, especially attractive men, like I was telling my friend, most of my friends are successful lawyers and people like that, and they're all single. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's because the dating pool of men is so much smaller now. So there's a lot more people that are, you know, sharing, I guess. You know?
I know that's what
It's unfortunate because
Yeah.
the single male, especially if we're talking about the black community, the single heterosexual male who's you know got something going for himself, you know what I'm saying, and who's you know dating in the community is so small now. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like I said, at least I would say half of my friends are single with no kids and all educated and have great careers and everything
Now
else.
all that isn't on the man too. So that's another.
I mean, they could be a little bit much.
Yeah,
you know,
so, you
standards could be a little too high.
Yes,
We
so
have
let
to
me
bring
ask you
it
this.
down a
Good
little
thing.
bit.
So let me ask you this.
That ego.
Right, so let me ask you
that
this.
you're talking about.
And I'm sure y'all ladies gonna give it to me straight. I don't need the ego, and I know Robbie gonna give me the Robbie on it.
I'm gonna
but
give
you're gonna give
yeah.
me, you're gonna put the Robbie on the shit. But do successful women fuck around with dudes who ain't got shit?
I
but
made
good
that
sex.
mistake twice.
But good sex.
I made that mistake once, and I would never do it again.
What was the red? What was the red flag that you walked past?
It was all red. I just, you know, I was just stigmatized, I guess.
Hey.
You know? And I'll be honest about that.
That's
you know,
real.
I have 2 kids to show I was.
Oh shit!
But,
Wow.
but yeah, it was just.
So he had no potential or motivation to like be entrepreneurs, anything like successful.
He did, but just not on my level. You know, there's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And so, like I said, he would be like, "Oh, you make me feel bad for, you know, taking days off." You know, and he, you know, he's cool with just smoking weed, drinking Kool-Aid, and playing video games. You know what I'm
well, that's a
saying?
different story.
So it was, you know, but we went to college together.
you were.
And the dick was good. It was good, you know. So I
Did he
can
have
be
a degree? He graduated?
He did. He has 2 degrees. You know, but like I said, he's still just a dude from Oakland at the end of the day. Certain you can take a nigga out the hood, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? But he's still from Oakland, and he loves being from Oakland, and that's how he is. He's more educated than me, but he doesn't have drive and ambition like that. You understand?
Right, yeah,
So and like, you know, and I have a lot of drive and a lot of ambition. So yeah, I dealt with it for 2.5 years.
So Robbie, have you ever experienced something like that?
No.
No, never. So if it ain't about the money, don't be calling my phone. If it ain't about the money.
He already know. I don't
Yeah.
get down like that. I'm judgmental. My daughter called me Judgment
So
Day.
watch this. That's the same car that crashed with the rich nigga. You judged him off sight. That's the same car you crashed. So when do you meet the solid dude?
No,
if it's
we
all about
had
this stuff?
chemistry. It's just
Chemistry, I keep
I
telling
wasn't
you.
putting up with his shit.
Okay,
That's what
chemistry,
happened.
yeah. See, that's the chemistry. Long as he wanted, that's
No,
the
we did.
And that's not to take nothing away from the Robbie train, but what I'm saying is when you go in
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna observe. And you know how I'm gonna learn. He looked like he got it, I'm gonna take that next step. And until I see that, you know what I'm saying, then you try it and then he spin off and you don't necessarily wanna fuck around no more. He don't call.
And then
he
he
different,
come back.
Right? Then you meet the same dude, you look at him, he look like he don't look like it. So you're gonna walk right past him though. He got a good gig.
And
He
just
got it,
because
he got
he
it.
doesn't look like it.
Right, he don't even get a shot. So
Because
you
he don't
wonder why
have
you
those right
that car
shoes.
keeps
Like women
not
judge
the
men
car,
off shoes
but-
a lot.
I
So,
do.
Yeah,
a lot of women do though.
You said what?
I look at the
Women
shoes.
judge men off of
Yeah, I
shoes
do.
a
Yes.
lot.
So you
And
figure
a watch.
Right. So you figure if you go into a relationship looking at the outer, which you're saying that's kind of you don't want, then you continue to get dazzled. But we could just dazzle you into the bed, and a lot of times those guys like that are there for that. Actually, they're
As
there
opposed to a real
because
relationship.
they know it's like a moth to light. They know just whatever moth's gonna come to the light, and I'm gonna take them and just drag this light right into the bedroom. That's a tool you should use.
And I'm
It's
gonna
a
tell
jewel
you
should use
something.
it as a tool.
I'm gonna tell you, I think I was going through like a midlife crisis. So let's add that in, because I was 45, turning 46. So I'm gonna blame it on that. Because
Blame it
I
on
was,
that.
yeah, because older women, they get this little itch where they feeling like, oh shit, I'm about to be 50, you know, I gotta hurry up and get it in. And that's what happened.
And so that's when you met the guy without him.
Right.
Okay, so now the truth come out. See, sometimes you gotta just squeeze that orange a little more.
Yeah, that's
there
what
was
You
a
start
guy.
exploring
There
to some
was
other
a guy.
things.
There was
Say
a
that
guy.
again?
You start exploring to other men.
I felt like an urgency. You know, I already had a kid, you know, so I already know what that's like. I've never been married. I wasn't necessarily looking for marriage, but just a companion.
Right.
And we clicked, we got along good. But he had this little chip on my shoulder. I'm an executive for Amazon, and
Oh, so he
I'm
was
this
with
and that, and I'm just like, well, I don't give a fuck because I'm fine, nigga. So you know, hey.
Cause you fine. Women be like that. Women be
that?
like, I'm fine, nigga.
I'm
Fuck
fine.
all
That's all that
that.
matters.
That's all that matter. I'm fine.
That's it.
That's another tricky road that leads to nowhere though. But this is
Yeah.
it does.
So his ego and my ego was clashing. You feel me?
Exactly. So we go all the way back to the start of the show. Are there egos in a relationship? And there are. This whole show has been based upon that. And I'm telling you, because listen, there are egos, and egos bump.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we was bumping.
But there comes a time though. But there comes a time in a relationship where at some point somebody gonna have to say, all right, you win. All right, let me just fall back. So if you got a woman that's like that, and that's not necessarily natural for a woman to have such an ego.
I'm an
so
alpha.
where a man is 90%, if not 95% ego, right? And if there's two people, something is uncomfortable. I'm not saying it's you, but somebody else
It could have been
to the
me.
left.
And I didn't give a fuck.
Right. Oh shit. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why we got Robbie on the motherfucking show. That's why we got Robbie on the motherfucking show.
Well, her gangster ass.
Yeah, but that's what it is though. But
It ain't about somebody gotta win or give up. It's just the compromise, man.
Give a little shit to take a little
that
shit.
That only happens if the person genuinely cares about you.
But if there's
that only happens in that situation. Like people try to force things that ain't natural. If you dealing with somebody and it was built off fucking, or you just doing like wild shit, that type of shit ain't gonna happen. But if you kind of built that shit off some real genuine shit or some friendship shit we talked about earlier, being in a relationship with a friend that you say you never had, you doing that, and then you can get to the point to where you're compromising that.
That's true, Howie.
As opposed to saying you win or I lose.
Right, and that's
I'm gonna compromise. You don't like when I do this, so I'm not gonna do that.
For a lack of
I don't like when you do this,
better
so
term.
please you don't do that.
For a lack of better
You know what I'm
term,
saying?
because it's
That's
not
in a
about
perfect world.
because it's not about wins and
Some
losses.
people that's not perfect. That's being in harmony. That's not perfect. That's just being harmonious with somebody.
Okay.
Right.
You
It's
know
not,
what I'm
and
saying?
because it's
Nothing's
not
ever perfect.
because wins and losses. It's a derogatory term in a relationship sense. It's like, it
Yeah.
ain't about, but what it is about, compromise is a good word too. So, but ego is so important in a relationship. If you're like, you know what, fuck that. So you are, then it's no way to move. You know what I'm saying? If there's no give, then it's like bone on bone.
I'm guilty of that. My way or the highway.
So let me ask you this: what type of guy you think you're gonna find? That's with that.
What type of guy?
Yeah, what type of guy that you gonna find that's gonna want to be with your way or the highway?
I don't know. I remember my stepfather used to tell me this in 8th grade. He was like, you know what? You need a dude that's gonna be a little puppet. And I used to be offended because I wasn't even like knowing nothing about relationships.
She wiggled the shit out of my question, didn't she?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking back, way back when somebody told me about myself. That he read me before I was even like of age to be read.
Really?
So I guess I have these traits
Okay.
in me.
Right, but I'm saying, so what type of man do you expect to meet? Is he a strong? Do you consider that a strong man?
I need an
That is
alpha
with
man.
Okay, so do you figure an alpha man is a man that believes that it's your way or the highway? That's what an alpha man is to you. Your way, or an alpha man is gonna want to rock with your way or the highway.
I think we're gonna have to bounce off each other because if he's a leader and I'm a leader, we're gonna have to just take turns leading.
Well, leaders understand that it ain't their way or the highway. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that at you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But
Got you on that one.
Yeah, but you understand that if these are the things that, you know what I'm saying, because what type of man do you expect to get? Not that you even looking, because Robbie, I don't think.
I ain't looking.
She ain't looking.
I don't give a
But
fuck.
yeah, but I'm saying it's something to think about.
Yeah,
It is something to
leaders
think about.
listen.
Leaders listen.
And digest information and do the right thing.
Okay, now.
I think that goes back to what I was
Dr.
saying. Women,
Bell.
Yes. Women don't listen to men because y'all always think y'all right. Like going back to what she was saying. Because really, genuinely, women really do always think they're right. Deep down inside.
Why? Because they got the power of the P.
They just have the. I think it's just a thing about being a woman. I don't really know. I think it's a woman thing.
Admit, they would not get away as much if they ain't have no pussy, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're women.
I gotta say that live. They probably not gonna beat that out. So fuck it.
They got breasts and they got pussy and they got everything
and
they
that's
are
not
attracted to.
and that's not to minimize women. Let me just say
It
that.
is
on
not,
the
but it's
show.
just a reality.
It's a fact. You know, it's a fact.
reality.
It's a fact that in relationships, I think women do have edge, and that's just the way it's supposed to be in a sense. They're supposed to have their way with men, I think, into a sense. But I don't think
It's
it
a
should be.
yin and yang.
Yeah, it is, and I just don't think it should be taken for granted. And when you know, sometimes you find women that don't know their worth, and then you have some women that over guess themselves or overprice them. I don't want to say price, but price themselves. You know what I'm saying? And when really, it's really about giving a little and taking a little, being able to take some shit and give a little shit too, you know what I'm saying? So we got more shit going. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna be right back with crazy ass conversations with my girl. Oh, we don't get no break? Oh shit, man. Well, listen, man, we gonna kick it. I thought these motherfuckers told me we need a break, man. I was in the middle of a motherfucking sentence and shit. Oh,
this is Wrap It Up.
Wrap it up.
Oh, that's what that is. That's what that signal
We having too much fun.
Yo, man, listen, man. Wrap it up, man.
See what
Listen, man, we need to get some cue cards.
See what happens when you start talking about the truth?
The truth, everybody come in. That's what they send everybody in, man. Well, listen, man, bring me back here, man. Illuminati walk right in the building. Hey, break all that real shit out.
Yeah, the truth. Stop
Get that shit out, man. Put me right here on the thing, man. I'm gonna take it back to my guest. It's been another time on the motherfucking Kevin Tate show, man. It's been a dope day. I want to thank Michelle Lyons for coming out in the motherfucking building. Please put it on her pretty self. Yo, you brought the heat today. She really brought the heat today. You really brought the energy. I appreciate you coming in with the knowledge and all of that. Make some noise for her one more time.
Yes.
Also, what you got going on? What's coming up? So we're supposed to be working together.
Yes, I've got a comedy fashion show coming up hosted by Red Grant. And you can go to Best Talent Group because we're going to start promoting it tomorrow. So, yeah.
All right, what's your IG?
My IG is Pretty Funny Woman, and the company is BES Talent Group.
Y'all make sure y'all go get that right now. Y'all seen her here. I know it probably ain't first, but y'all done seen her around. Y'all know she hardcore, so when y'all see it in the streets, don't even front on it, man. Robbie, what's up with you?
All right. Hey, I'm Robbie Milan, and I got a show this Saturday in Inglewood at 1625 Centinela Avenue with D. Bev. We got your girl Robbie Milan. We got Sherwin Array, Trey Love, Tamiko Kirkland, and yours truly. So you can find me on Instagram at Robbie Milan, and you can also go to my website, RobbieMilan.com.
Hey, Holly, what's poppin', man? Good to have you back, first of all, my dog. Make some noise for Holly. He's back in the motherfucking building. And he brought the heat. Dog. Yeah, he brought some heat.
A little kid's chair with the mic.
Yeah, man.
Feeling real small.
That's what we're doing. Hey man, I'm off this weekend. I'm actually getting ready to do a small project. I won't say it's small. Every project is big. With Ronnie Raw. We're shooting somewhere her next Sunday. But yeah, absolutely. And then amongst other things coming up that we'll talk about next week as well. But man, you can always reach me at Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL. Of course, that's on the gram, and Howie Bell everywhere else on social media. And I love y'all. Good to be back.
Absolutely. Yeah, shout out to that.
Shouts out to, I'm sorry, I apologize, Benedict College, Columbia, South Carolina homecoming this past week.
Y'all see what it is, advertising the whole time.
We looking for the love, baby. We had a great time, man. Saw a lot of great people, friends I hadn't seen in years, man. I mean, 20-year plus relationships. It was awesome.
No doubt. Well, listen, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in one more time. Atlanta, you know I'm on the way. October 24th through the 27th with my dog Sling Johnson.
Yeah.
We will be in the building. November 2nd, Beacon Theater. Oh, actually, no, I'll be in D.C. with my dog Joe Claire November 2nd. Shout out to everybody at the Comedy Union. We've been rocking all weekend. Everybody at the Laugh Factory. Happy birthday,
big shout
my girl
out
Lonnie.
about Joe Claire gave a big shout out in D.C., man. You know, I was just there a couple weeks ago.
He did?
Big shout out to the crowd, man.
He gave me a shout out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, awesome. No doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt. Shout out my dog Joe Claire and all that. So we'll be out there November 2nd. Hey, shout out to my girl Lonnie. Happy birthday at the Laugh Factory. Chocolate Sundays. Y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Kevin Tate is KEVINTATEIS. Follow my YouTube page, Kevin Tate. Make sure y'all like them and share them story times. And thank for all the support for my story time. It's been one more time. Kevin Tate Show. If you don't know, shit.
Now you know.
Peace.
I told them the streets, all of my niggas as lit as can be. Make all the bad bitches go get on their knees. I told them the streets, all of my niggas as lit as can be. Make all the bad bitches go get on their knees. I told them the streets, yeah, let me